What's up, Stack Bread? How are you? You kill anything this week? No, not this week. You had a good week though. By the way, I appreciate you coming by a little bit more and commenting on the videos and all that stuff. I appreciate it. So, are you excited for Henry to come back? What's up, TCG? How are you? Did you like my last comment? Week was fine. Week was fine. Can't complain. Survived another week. So, no, no new product, unfortunately, but it's all right. Oh yeah, I'm glad that you appreciate my opinions. I don't know about insight. I got a guy argue with me right now because one of my videos about Ascended Heroes a while ago. I said Ascended Heroes, that Pokemon's going to catch up with it. They came on. They just came back and commented, and they're like, "Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong. You said they were going to get caught with their pants down." I'm like, "Bro, we still have the rest of this year to figure out what's going to happen." So, what's up, Johnny? How are you? You look for the live. I just went live. I just went live. So I mean, and again, I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong about Ascended Heroes. It may, I don't know, they may do something completely different, right? Pokemon may have a new game plan and Ascended Heroes just exactly like Prismatic. Like right now, it's doing exactly like Prismatic did. I just find it hard to believe, man. What did Plumber say? I watched the video. I can't remember I don't even remember what he was talking about. Oh, he was talking about the hobby's not changing or something, right? What's up, Brandon? How are you, buddy? By the way, later tonight after this live, I will be um I'll be dropping a video. I got to finish editing it. I hope it makes sense and you guys are probably going to think I'm really stupid, but I think it's something that could happen. So just be on the lookout for that. Like I said, you all might think it's dumb, but I hope I hope I tried to say it correctly. So, do you really think Perfect Order is going to be a trash set? Like, what do you mean, Johnny? Like, is I don't think Perfect Order is a trash set. I think Perfect Order, unfortunately, they kind of dropped the ball with the Starmie. I'm not a big Zygarde fan. I think Chaos Rising is better, but I don't think that Perfect Order is trash. Um, I think there's some good cards in the set, but do I think the majority of people are going to think it's trash? Yeah, but they also think Chaos Rising is trash because it doesn't have Deoxys. It doesn't have like this hype Pokemon, and that's all people seem to care about anymore. It's just does it have Rayquaza? Does it have Blastoise? Does it have Mewtwo? So I think Perfect Order is fine. Perfect Order is the most trash set since Vivid Voltage. Really? Is that just because of what makes you say that? Yeah, the only thing, Snack Bread, about that comment with the booster boxes is right now they are cutting down on booster boxes because, and I actually talked about that in the video that's coming out later tonight, tomorrow. They are trying to do more ancillary product, which I think is completely stupid. If you haven't checked out Rudy's video he did yesterday, he pretty much had a crash out. And he's like, where the fuck are the booster boxes? Like, it's been 2 years. We haven't seen booster boxes. I don't agree with what they're doing. I don't agree with the ancillary product. I think it's extremely stupid. What I think they're doing is they're keeping the hype for the 30th anniversary. They want it to be hype. They want it to be crazy. I think that there is an opportunity that after the 30th anniversary drops late this year, December, next year, we get just absolutely hammered with booster boxes. Um, the thing is, I believe personally that Mega is going to be one for one sets, extremely small sets. If that's the case, they they don't need to print a bunch of booster boxes right now because they only go to distro for the most part. They don't really go on the Pokemon Center too much, and they could be trying to build up stock. So they can't trust distro. With them being small sets, they can pretty much print two booster boxes if they keep the small set small. They can print two booster box to one normal booster box of like Mega, so they can catch up a lot quicker to meet demand. If that makes sense, that's kind of what I think that they're doing. What other set is worse than Perfect Order? Is it just because we don't like Zygarde and the Starmie's butt? Is that what's going on? I mean, look, guys, it's for me personally with Perfect Order, I'm just honestly I'm looking for any sets that are small, fun to open. Like I said, Perfect Order is not like a great set, but it's going for like 230, 240 right now for a booster box. Why is it going for that? Tell you what set is worse than it. I mean, great. It's not like an ideal set for me, but I don't want to say it's trash. So, like, Vivid Voltage is bad. Champion's Path is bad. I mean, it's definitely one of the. I mean, I would say Stellar Crown is better, and I know that Ludwig loves Stellar Crown. Stellar Crown's not my favorite, but I would say Stellar Crown has better SIRs. They really disappointed me with the SIR. The only SIR I like is what is it? Rosa's Performance? No, it's not Rosa's Performance. I don't know. Whatever the Rosa is. No, it's definitely like Perfect Order is not hyped at all. But still, I mean, explain to me why the box is 200 and I haven't looked at it the last couple days. The last time I looked at it was 250. You know, why is it $250 in one of the worst sets? I think here's my thing. I'm not personally picking up Perfect Order until it hits MSRP. And that's not because I'm like MSRP diehard. It's strictly because that booster box, even in a bull market, should be MSRP. Like it should not even be $200. So I think I'm just really hopeful that people aren't going to buy it. People aren't going to want to open it. And that'll give me an opportunity to go to my Walmart and be able to pick up some booster bundles for my kids and be able to actually open up some product. Right now, I don't care how bad the sets are. I just want to be able to experience opening up cards. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just excited for it. Nice snack bread. Nice. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what everyone's saying they're doing. I know that Pokemon at Gamma or something like that, I believe it's Gamma, they told everybody they are not focusing on booster boxes. And I think it's a multitude of reasons. I think they're definitely wanting to get more packs into more people's hands. A booster box is 36 packs going to one person. But the biggest thing is that I don't think they can trust distro. And Danny Phantom made a video today talking about how, like, trying to defend distro in a way, which I know he's got distro allocation, so he can't really probably say what he wants to say. But I don't blame Pokemon. I wouldn't trust him either, And it's just it's honestly a really unfortunate situation. But I don't think this is long term. I don't think that Pokemon is okay with how the market is. Um, I think that they've shown time and time again they want to give an opportunity to everybody to be able to pick up whatever product they want over a certain amount of time, and then after that, it's kind of a free for all. So I think this is just, if you look at what Pokemon's doing, they bought the warehouse for packaging, printing. They bought XL for their own distro, and then they bought their own trucks and transportation, whatever company, to be able to send product wherever they want to. Um, I really think they're trying to force hands. And I do think eventually, when the printing facility gets going, the packaging facility gets going, I think they're going to hammer the market at first. People are going to leave and they're going to turn back off the filter or the flow. And then as soon as they see a ramp up, that's when they're going to start printing. I think they want to keep as close to MSRP as they can, but I think a lot of it, if we were not in the 30th anniversary, I really think they would have already fixed the problem. But I'm pretty sure Pokemon's doing this on purpose. Like, they know what's happening. So yeah, again, like I said, perfect order. I still want to pick up 2 booster boxes of it. I'm not going to until I either get the opportunity to get it at MSRP, or yeah. I mean, that's about it. So yeah, I will I will be absolutely mind blown if that box never gets to MSRP or below. Yeah, that would have been a good play. Pika IR, absolutely. Well, I mean, he's just saying, like, where's the product? And it makes sense to me. Like, you have to think about this. Whenever, like, if you look at Rip and Chips, they constantly have product. Even when, ETBs and like booster boxes, like when we were waiting for the Pokemon Center ETBs and booster boxes for Phantasmal Flames, Rip and Chips had them like 2 weeks earlier. So I think that could be kind of what he's talking about. I'm sure there's backhand deals right now. I mean, at the end of the day, Pokemon is a wild west, which is shocking. You would think that Pokemon would have their crap together and have contracts signed, but they don't. They really truly don't. Distro can do whatever they want, and then people are saying that, Pokemon can do whatever they want to. So maybe Pokemon's charging Distro like $27, $28 for prismatic booster bundles, and then Distro has to charge LGSs. No, at the end of the day, very few people actually know what's going on. And that's part of what I hate about Pokemon is the lack of transparency. If they would just come out, if they would just come out and say, hey, like what they did with Prismatic, hey, this is what we're printing. This is what we plan on printing. Just like with One Piece, how One Piece came out and said, we're going to reprint all, these sets. That's all Pokemon has to do, and then if they say, hey, we're not touching any Scarlet and Violet, we're moving on to Mega, then let everything take off. Give everybody a fair shot to purchase but they just don't. They don't. They just leave everybody in limbo to speculate, and that's the one thing I just don't like about it. Yeah, exactly, Brandon. I again, I just think when you look at what Pokemon's doing, because Rudy brought up a great point in that video. He said they're printing all this ancillary bullshit, and a booster box palette will make them. I can't remember exactly, so I'm going to paraphrase. It would make them $100,000, where this ancillary part product palette, just whatever, it could be collection boxes, UPCs, SPCs, whatever the case may be, will make them $30,000. He's like, it just doesn't make any sense. They're just leaving so much money on the table. And like I said, I, Pokemon has done this long enough. I think they know that booster boxes are the easiest way to crash the market, and they are wanting this hype to last. Now the question is, after the 30th anniversary comes out, do they crash the market, or is this just the new meta, the new the new way it is, like Plumber said, where you get your boxes at as close to MSRP as you can on the first, second wave, and after that, you're kind of fucked. And I'll be honest, I think that would be a terrible move by Pokemon, because there's a lot of people, a lot of collectors who aren't just investing, who enjoy Pokemon, who want to open Pokemon. They're getting priced out. This Pokemon is not becoming, at least in my opinion, let me know what you guys think. Pokemon does not feel like it's for everybody right now. It feels like it is for hyper bullish, debt, and rich people. And I don't like that. I don't want Pokemon to become Magic. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it feels right now. MSRP, so 160. Yeah, it's like 171 after taxes and shipping. There's speculation, rumors that with Gen 10 they're going to increase MSRP to like 180, kind of what they did with Scarlet and Violet from Sword and Shield. We'll see. We'll see. The only reason is because creatures Japanese, they increased MSRP for the packs and for the boxes as well. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, like I'd pay 170 for a perfect order booster box, you know, but I'm not going to pay. I'm not paying 190, 180, 200. I'm just not doing it. I'm not. Because honestly, to me, perfect order is like a ripping set. It is a set to open, have a good time. Hopefully, pull rates are okay. So that's kind of how I feel about it. It's not like Chaos Rising is kind of getting into the ripping collecting space. Um I and we were talking about this last week. I believe it was last week. We were talking about the Zygarde and how much the Zygarde's going to go for, and a couple people were saying the Zygarde will be like $250 or $200, and I said it's probably going to be like 400. But I really hope I'm wrong. Like I hope that when the set comes out after a couple days, the Zygarde is sitting at 250, 200. That's still overpriced, but that's at least a sign that we're moving in the right direction. Just like if the Greninja comes out and the normal SIR Greninja, not the gold one, but if like the normal Greninja comes out and it's $400, you know, I, I'm just I'm hoping these small sets continue, because we have at this point we're gonna have Perfect Order, Chaos Rising, which I'm very excited for Chaos Rising. I think they did a fantastic job with Chaos Rising. Even the Greninja, I would be okay getting. Um, but it's still extremely small, you know. So, and then we have Darkrai after that. So, and who likes Darkrai? If you guys like the Darkrai, let me know. Does that mean that they could throw some other Pokemon in? It could be really cool. Yeah, they could. But those are three sets, you know. Sorry, I'm a little behind. What'd you say, Brandon? It was 1 million compared to 80 million. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Brandon, for correcting me on that. Yeah, but it was like so like it just makes no sense what Pokemon's doing right now. So that's where it's like they have to they're doing this intentionally. Yeah, I mean, Brandon, as far as people won't stick around, the investors will stick around. Collectors, and like if the cards continue to stay the prices they stay, they're just gonna people are gonna get priced out, man. And with this war, like I had some guy, Jason 666, I believe he's from Australia, and he said Pokemon is the last thing you should be thinking about right now. It's like, what are you talking about? And he said, with the way this world's going, with the wars, he's like, and there's a lot of shit like inflation's a real thing. People are not getting paid enough for their jobs to keep up with, you know, all their just normal life expenses. Groceries are getting more expensive. Gas is going up through the wazoo. Like people are going to have to make decisions. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens this summer because you guys know typically in the summer things slow down. Last year that did not happen. Um, but if the war continues on longer, and I'm not talking about politics, this is not anything political. If the war continues, no matter how you feel about it, all of this stuff could be a little to see a dip in the market. And then, of course, you know, it's not going to hold because we got Mega Rayquaza and we have 30th anniversary. Yeah. Yeah. He told me he loves my channel, but and I get it, dude. Like, there is more important shit than Pokemon, you know? Like, at the end of the day, this is this is a place that we can talk and spend time together and enjoy talking to each other. But let's be honest, if we have like a World War III, we ain't gonna be talking about Pokemon. So yeah, ripping shippers, ripping shitters. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Pablo? How are you? Yeah, no, I understand. Like it's only $10, but you got to think, man, if you have that mindset, because I don't use any credit cards, so everything I buy, you know, it's all what I get paid from my job that I have extra. And if you just go, oh, it's only $10, oh, it's only $10, you know, that could be an extra 100, 200, $500, $1,000 a month, you know. So like if it's been a year and a half and perfect order is still sitting at, you know, 200 and somebody says, hey, I'll do a deal with you for 180, like sure, you know, like I did that with Haas sold me a Phantasmal Flames booster box for like 180, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll throw you a bone, like you're hooking me up, because at the time Phantasmal was sitting around like 200, 210, something like that. And I was like, yeah, like I'll throw you a bone, but it would have to be like somebody I know, so, like just trying to help somebody out. So yeah, exactly. And I hope Chaos Rising, because a lot of, like I said, a lot of people right now are saying that Chaos Rising is mid. I hope they keep holding on to that. I hope they do. I think it's going to be more popular than Perfect Order. Don't get me wrong. I think the set is great. I don't care that it's small. I think it's great for me personally. Um, so I hope they keep holding on to that because, again, I want to be able to open shit, man. It's been so long since I've been able to open up packs, even find packs because I work. You know, it's been brutal. It's been absolutely brutal. So I just want to enjoy some shit, you know, and like I could get Japanese booster boxes. Like I looked at getting a perfect order Not perfect order. Ninja Spinner, booster box, and Japanese, but they're going for like $110 shipped, and it's just right now. I think it's really smart to pick up what you can at MSRP or as close to MSRP as you feel comfortable doing, and then um, really just putting back some money. I think at the end of this year, beginning of next year, I think will be good opportunities. You'll want to have some money saved up, and that's kind of what I'm doing is I'm being more patient instead of just buying, buying, buying. You know what I'm saying? So always adapt, always learn. I may next week I may change my mind and I may have a chaos or a ninja spinner booster box. Who knows? But that's I'm always trying to do what's best for me and my family and still trying to enjoy this hobby and all that stuff. So what's up, Blood? Thomas, I saw you. I think I didn't say hi to you. How are you, my friend? How's your family doing? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I, we, we really got to see what happens with that Zygarde. Again, the Zygarde should not be, the Zygarde should be a $200 card. Um, so I'm very interested to see what happens a couple days after. No, I like Darkrai. I like normal Darkrai, but Mega Darkrai, in my opinion, is ass. It kind of reminds me of the Yu-Gi-Oh. I can't remember what it is. It's like Thousand Eyes. I'm sure if you guys probably know what I'm talking about. When Mega Darkrai got announced and revealed, I talked about it in one of my videos. Snack Bread, I don't think you were following me at that time, but I don't like its head coming out of its stomach. It just doesn't do anything for me. I like the normal Darkrai. Mega Darkrai, I am not a fan of, but they could do something really cool with it. Mega Darkrai is cheek. Yeah, exactly. I don't think a lot of people like Mega Darkrai. So, what's my position on the war? Um, I right now I'm glad that we don't have troops really over there. Like we're not having troops on the ground. I know that they're starting to mobilize them. I would hope that we could just keep it in the sky. Um, yeah, I just hope I mean, to be honest, like a whole dictatorship and stuff like that. Like the one thing about America is we love to stick our nose in other people's shit. Now, if Iran came to us and said we're going to come after you and you know tick tick boom, you guys like yeah, let's go to war. Um, I don't think um, I don't think any terrorist organization, and I'm not saying that's what Iran or Iran's people are, but they sh- they should not have nukes. So um, I'm okay with that, as well as again, if there were threats made against us, let's take care of those threats and make sure those threats can't happen. So I don't care really. I just don't want our troops on the ground. There's no reason for it. Per 150 to 200 per every new set that comes out. Is that including what you're able to get on the Pokemon Center? Or is that with like the Pokemon Center, so like a booster box or two Pokemon Center ETBs? By the way, let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite ETB? The normal Chaos Rising ETB or the Pokemon Center one? Oh, we're good, Thomas. We're good. So Busy week. Busy week. One night I didn't get home. I worked from 6 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock at night. So I got my butt kicked um, this past week. Sorry, I'm behind. Let me try to catch up. Yeah, I just stack bread. I am not a fan of the Greninja. I feel like just fill it in a little bit. It just kind of blends to the ETB. So um, let me see what you said, Ludwig. Just chilling, painting my zombies. Yeah, Blood. Put your IG so people can check out your IG if you want them to. Really cool stuff that you do. By the way, we put it again with the Pokemon Center. Tell them to allow me to get through the queue and get to pre-order 2 ETBs, please. Yeah, I can't put a good word in because I got. You can ask Ludwig too. I got railed on the Perfect Order uh, pre-orders, so I don't have anything for Perfect Order, unfortunately. But now my wife is home, so she can actually get on the computer. But what I'll do right now, according to everything we've seen, it's not looking like Monday. So either Tuesday or Thursday of next week. It's more rumors are Tuesday. So just be on the lookout for that. But what I can do for you is any news that I get, if I get anything early, I will put it in the community tab. Um, I'll put it in my community tab. I think that's the best thing I can do. Or you can join the Discord. I can put the Discord link um, in the description of this video later after the video gets uploaded, and you can join the Discord and just you know we got a guy whack and he's on top of everything. So let's see. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, like I again, if we can stay up in the sky and obviously unfortunately with lives, and with war, some people are going to die. But it doesn't sound like anyone has died because they've been on the ground fighting. It's they were flying a drone and they just got their position and just got them. So it's just unfortunate. All right, Snack Bread, thank you for coming by, sir. Good seeing you as always. Let's see what you said. What's crazy? Me and my wife both agree, Ludwig. We both like the normal Chaos Rising ETB better. I do like the colors of the other ETB. It's just that Greninja. There's just something. Make it a darker blue. Give it just a little bit of something to kind of stand out. But I'll tell you what, those are going to look incredible just in anyone's collection. I think they're really going to stand out, especially if you do like your Destin Rivals. Like you could do if you have both of them, you could do the normal Destin Rivals ETB, then the normal Chaos Rising, then the Pokemon Center Chaos Rising, and then the Pokemon Center Destin Rivals. I think that red and black with the blues and the pinks would look really cool. Um, yeah, I'm very yeah. I will definitely have to be getting hopefully 4 of the Pokemon Center ETBs and 4 normal ETBs. I'm just going to have them up on my desk and just get to enjoy them. You guys know I'm a big Greninja fan. I like Greninja a lot. So I just think they did a fantastic job with the set. I'm not surprised you like it, Blood, being a Californian. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have gotten lucky with Walmart drops as far as in your stores. I have got absolutely wrecked. So what's the best Greninja artwork? I the Shrouded Fable one is pretty good. I I really like the Twilight. I think the Twilight is probably one of the better, most recent ones. Another Greninja artwork that I like is the XY. I can't remember what set it is. It might be Breakpoint or Breakthrough, but the Shining Gyarados, it's like a gold card, and it's got Greninja in the back of it. That's a really cool card too. But I think for me, it would have to be the Twilight Masquerade. I really do like the color scheme that they did for Chaos Rising. I think the Greninja is a little too close, and I don't like him upside down. There's just something about it. I just don't like it. Yeah, I love that Mega Dragalge. Yeah, I really hope, especially in Japanese, I hope that card's like $30. If it's $30, as soon as I see it at $30, if again, we'll have to wait and see. Actually, the set came out today, and I've not checked prices. I meant to check prices. I guess we'll look at that tomorrow too. But I want to see what the values are holding for it right now. But yeah, if it kind of does like Phantasmal, where the Greninja holds a value of, I don't know, $300, 250. Maybe the Dragalge will be like $40, $50, $60, drop down to 30. Dude, in Japanese, that texturing is going to look amazing. I have to get that for sure in Japanese. So we'll see about English. I'm hoping with Chaos Rising we get more of a Phantasmal Flame style where, again, Greninja's expensive, but whatever it goes for, who cares? And then everything else is like $30, 30 and below. I think that would be fantastic. Yeah, yeah, that's what it reminded me of. It just reminded me of California, or like any beach. I could have said Florida, but it just the theme kind of fit California. You just need some palm trees or a different kind of leaf on the ETB. Yeah, so Brandon, my Walmart has been pretty brutal. I don't think that they're even doing ETBs at this point, but they have had prismatic tech sticker collections. Like there's 5 empty boxes there right now. I just, it really just sucks, man, because you got to work. You just can't take off, just whenever, just to go track down a couple tech sticker collections or ETB. So it's been rough. The last thing that I was able to pick up at Walmart was Destin Rivals sleep packs to finish out my booster box. So, and of course, I have a booster box of that. Not really. It's 36 packs, but it's equivalent to a booster box. So I'm not going to open those. Just hold on to them and see what happens with Destin Rivals. Title of this live. Title of this live is War and Pokemon. I'm fine with that. We didn't really talk about war, but I always feel like I'm at war with somebody. Somebody's complaining and talking shit. So that's all good with me. The only reason I don't title these lives, especially on Fridays, is because I have to do it by my phone, and I don't know how to. I don't know which orientation it's going to do, so I literally just flip it and click live, and that's why later on you'll see like thumbnails and the title will change. Yeah, yeah, Walmart's been pretty brutal lately, so not too thrilled. We'll see. Like, I just can't imagine. Let me know what you guys think. I can't imagine Perfect Order not finding anything, especially with it being in between Ascended Heroes. I know that we're pretty much done with Ascended Heroes until April, even though Wave 2 of some product is supposed to be coming out and hitting the stores. I got to imagine I'll be able to find something at Perfect Order when it comes out, which it's the 27th, right? So it's like the end of this month, I believe. I know it's in March, but I just don't remember what day it is. Yeah. The last thing I got from Target, I have never gotten anything from. Target has been absolutely brutal, um, for me. Um, some people have fantastic luck with Target, but the last thing I got from Walmart was the very first time they dropped the ETBs for Ascended Heroes when the bots ate 99% of them. I got in as soon as it went live, and I got it a couple minutes before it, went out of stock. So that's my one little normal Ascended Heroes ETB, and we'll see. We'll see. I think Ascended Heroes, I know Thomas, you did the dirty, and you went to a place you're not supposed to go to, but I think Ascended Heroes ETBs, I think we're gonna be able to find them at pretty good prices. So don't FOMO. I want to make a video going over, the similarities of Ascended Heroes to Prismatic Evolutions, because they're pretty much doing one for one at this point, as far as like ETBs and stuff like that. But I just think, you know, in a year from now, maybe later this year, we're going to start to see a little bit of a different story. At least I hope so. Again, I just don't want Pokemon to be the way it's right now. I don't want it to stay that way. I know there's always ebbs and flows, there's always good times and bad times, but I I don't know. You guys let me know. Are you guys having a good time, or you're just trying to survive? Let's see. Just got Oh, nice. Yeah. Um, oh, you got 5 of the Charizard tins. That's what you're talking about, right? Yeah, nobody got the Ascended Heroes ETBs. I did not see a single checkout for Ascended Heroes ETBs, but the tins, yeah, those a lot of people were able to get those. What come in those tins? Is it Phantasmal? Is it Phantasmal and Mega? Is that what comes? Or is it 3? I don't even know what all comes in the tin. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, booster boxes are going for 200, what, 240, 230. I wish Whack was in here right now to let me know. The last I looked, they were going for 250 for the booster box, which is just like, even with it being 15% less, like everyone getting 15% less, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't, because realistically, if it stays at this price for the next week or so, there's Whack. Um, if it stays at this price, what's the most it's going to drop? Like $50 typically. Still $200. I I don't even think it's $200. No offense. Again, I'm not paying 200 for it. Yeah, dude. Black Bolt, White Flare. What are they? $100 ETBs now, almost. Let's see. Blood. You said you're either at peace with the world and war with yourself, or be at peace with yourself and at war with the world. I'm at peace with myself and at war with people all the time. I told my wife I want to start working on my sleeves next year for my birthday and tax time. And the running joke is I want to get my whole body, except for my face and my head, blacked out, because I'm like the black sheep of the family. Um, so I've lived this life, this lifestyle my whole life. It's nothing new to me. I'm always constantly going at it with other people, and it's just a part of it, man. Thomas, I mean, so what do you like? What are you worried about with Ascended Heroes? What I mean, again, do what you want, man. I'm just really curious. Like, is Mimic Brew whispering in your ear? Or I haven't watched any of his videos in months, ever since he fucked me over. But like, you got plenty. You just got plenty of time, man. What's up, Blab? How are you, buddy? Yeah, I did see Black Bolt White Flare. I don't know. I think I asked if it was going. I think it was like what $100 ETB now. And don't forget this Tuesday, not in stores from what I've heard. Sam's Club will be dropping the Black Bolt and White Flare. It's of course it's a poster and I believe it's a binder for White Flare and then for Black Bolt. It's $40 with a two limit. It does not like you can't get four of them. So you can get one white flare, one black bolt, but that's supposed to be online. What is it? Tuesday, the 17th, whatever the 7th or I don't know, 17th, whatever the 17th is. That'll be on Sam's, and then the next week, 24th, will be in stores. So don't forget that if you're wanting Black Bolt White Flare, do not sleep on Black Bolt White Flare. They are great sets. Nobody appreciates them, and they are going to do fantastic. Mark my words. You saw two people get one ETB from Save for Later. What is Save for Later? Oh, it dropped to 235. Okay. So realistically, what are we looking at? If it holds, which I don't think it's going to hold, I think that we have a bunch of stuff pumping and dumping right now. Look at what's happening with 151 singles. My poor Blastoise is getting wrecked right now. He was at 220. Now, last I checked, he was down to about 180, 190. Um, so 235. Let's say it drops to 220 right before it comes out. Maybe potentially MSRP, but that's for the first wave, second wave. I mean, we should see MSRP by then. I don't, yeah, if we don't see MSRP by the second wave, I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, this market don't make any fucking sense. We already know it doesn't make any sense, but people are pumping that shit. And I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if Perfect Order doesn't hit MSRP. You got to think, man, if it hits MSRP, yes, people are going to say it's an asset, it's trash. That's why it hit MSRP. But you know what sounds even better? Guys, Perfect Order did not hit MSRP. That is how hot this market is. You know, that's all I got to say about that. Do, do, do. Expand on why I'm the black sheep of my family. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know why I'm the black sheep of the family. I just am. Um, I I don't know, man. Yeah, my on both sides of my family, my mom and my dad's side, it's a clusterfuck. It's just a clusterfuck, and so I just stay away. I just stay away. But I've always been blamed for shit that I didn't do. Um, Obviously, I deal with mental illness, so maybe that has parts to do with it as well. But I was just always kind of the scapegoat. So, and I'm still a scapegoat. I still get scapegoated on in my, with my own family, which I love my family, but I still get blamed for stuff that I don't. I could literally walk in the house and get blamed for something that I didn't even do. So, you live and you learn. But I just thought it'd be funny. I thought it'd be funny just get my whole body blacked out and then get like a skull, like a sheep skull on the top of my head, just like a black sheep. I'm not gonna do that, but who knows? Maybe I will one day. Everything just keeps going up, and they haven't reprinted anything. No, that's fair. No, that's fair. But don't you have a couple Destin Rivals booster boxes? Oh, the thank you whack plus member exclusive. So, um, yeah, I feel like most people are plus members. Yeah, TCG. Have you talked about Black Bolt White Flare? I feel like you haven't talked about it, especially recently. Oh, are you talking about Target Whack? Perfect Order with hit MS free. Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm sure it will. Like I said, I'm honestly just surprised. I did. If you told me Perfect Orb was going to hit $250 before it even released, I would have said you're fucking crazy. Like I said, guys, what can I say about the set? If they did the Starmie right, which some people like the Starmie, they could have done so much more with it. Make it cartoony, do something else with it. But yeah, again, it'd be fun. It'd be a fun set to open. I hope I get to open some up with the kids. I got to get the promo for my daughter because she loves dinosaurs. So I'm excited for it. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. What's up, Joe? How are you, buddy? Let's see. Yeah, but no ETBs. Yeah, no, you don't have any ETBs, dude. I'm telling you, they've got to. I I find it very hard to believe that we are not going to get at least Destin Rivals ETBs at the least. Um, so I think we're gonna get all of Destin Rivals. I really do. We've already been getting booster bundles. All they gotta do is eventually shove the packs in some boxes, man. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's hard not to FOMO. I get it. Absolutely. 100%. People suck. Pokemon. Yeah. I mean, no, dude. Like, honestly, I've said this before. I'll say it again. For for me, like these lives are great. I appreciate you guys coming out and I don't have any friends like out in the real world. So that's what I was trying to look for out here, on the YouTubes. And I feel like I found some. So I'm very appreciative of Pokemon for the memories and getting to continue this with my kids, my young ones, because I already got that opportunity with my old ones. And then hopefully, getting to make some friends along the way, just doing some lives, doing some YouTubes, it's all good. So can't complain about it. But yeah, Pokemon will never, well, that's not true. Pokemon will hurt your feelings because we've all gotten our feelings hurt lately by Pokemon. So I take that back. Pokemon will hurt your feelings. Yeah, something like that, blood. Yeah, but I don't think my wife would let me get that done. So when I do go bald, though, because I'm already starting to go bald up here, when I go bald, I'm gonna get my skull um, tattooed, 100%. I don't know what it's gonna be, but 100% I'm gonna get it tattooed. Okay, yeah, no, I just feel like it's been a minute since I've seen Black Bolt White Flare on your channel. I see about a perfect order. Uh, yeah, no, for sure. Well, I mean, what does booster bundles drop down to though for Pokemon or not for Pokemon? Sorry, for Prismatic because of the Pokemon Center dropping all those bundles. Yeah, man, I just can't go into GameStop. I can't support them. You know, no hate to anybody who does, but just get the fuck out of here, man. Like I just can't do it. Pokemon is getting lazy. What are you talking about, man? You hating on my new set? Yes, absolutely, Joe. 100%. A lot of people don't believe it, but I believe it 100%. What's up, LeChonk? How are you? Ram skull on your skull tattoo. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm uh I'm part Norwegian and Irish, so I want to get a like Viking Celtic arm sleeve. So maybe I do something on my skull with that. Maybe I do put a big ass ram skull on my head. Who knows? Who knows what I'm gonna do? Yeah, Wizard of the Coast type set. Yeah, dude, we're not gonna get that. Pokemon's not doing that. So yeah, yeah. If you guys don't know this about Ludwig, but he's not a bot. He is. The dude's been around longer than any of us. So he's got all kinds of old vintage cards. I mean, like literally Pokemon's got to do something different for him to be wrong. Like, and they could. I've talked to Brandon about this on the phone. We've had conversations for hours talking about this. Could Pokemon completely switch up the game? Absolutely. They could change it. Booster boxes, like I was talking about earlier, booster boxes are a hot commodity. You get one opportunity, either Pokemon Center as soon as they go for pre-orders, or maybe potentially whenever the set first drops. But after that, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Um, but you just look at the data, man, and TCG market data. You look at data all the time. The data doesn't lie. So we're gonna have to wait and see. We got to get in. Pokemon's got to answer our question eventually. I'm really looking forward to seeing their print numbers for last year, and if we don't see an increase, I don't know, man. It might be GG's. It might be the rich get richer kind of thing, which that's just kind of how life works. But it won't be like that forever. Pokemon will not stay hot forever. It just can't. Yeah, I mean, and Joe, man, I've talked about this a couple times, and some people do whatever they want. I can't control what other people do. I just give out my opinions and fuck what I have to say, right? There will always be better cards. There will always be better sets. There'll be another Destined Rivals. Who knows when it's going to be? It may be 2 years from now, and it may be fucking 10 years from now. Who knows? But there will be another amazing set, and just don't miss your opportunity. Don't miss it. Simply get the Gengar VMAX as a massive back piece. I'll tell you what, I have two tattoos on my back, and those are not fun. Those those are pretty rough, but the rib is worse. The rib is pretty brutal. So I haven't had my chest done. I'm gonna get my chest done eventually. I'm sure the nipples aren't gonna feel too well, getting needled to death, but we'll see. Um, I want to get my whole body done, besides my face, of course. My face is not getting done. I'm not gonna get face tattoos or anything like that, or like I don't know if I'd get a neck tattoo, but I want to get from my torso down, so my arms, my legs, not my ass. My ass is not getting tattooed ever, not happening. But yeah, you think Prismatic drops a lot but hasn't yet because nothing has shipped? What are you talking about, Whack? You talking about the bundles? I mean, it was a shit ton. I heard people say they were 50,000th in line and they were able to get four. So you think about, I mean, that's 200. If each person got four, that's over 200,000 bundles. So what goes up must come down. See, I heard the back of the leg wasn't too bad, like where your calf is and stuff like that. Yeah, Blab. Yeah, I've contemplated face tattoos and stuff like that. Like I said, I'd probably get like a skull tattoo or something like that, like when I go bald. But you man, this is gonna sound so bad. I'm not even trying to say it the way it's gonna come out. With my current job, I cannot walk into people's houses with my face tattooed. I just can't. So that would be like my ass would be one of the last things, and my junk would be the other last thing. That would be one of the last things I get done. So you heard around 600K, and Target dropped another 50. The market a bit for real, bro. Here's the thing, like there's so much prismatic, man. Like Dude, I don't know. Here's what I think about Prismatic, and this is probably people are gonna say it's a hot take. I know Prismatic gets opened up a lot, not by you, not by me, not by normal collectors. It gets opened up by rip and shippers, right? But there's a shit ton of people that have a massive amount of prismatic evolutions. I mean, Blab, I've seen your closet in the video that you had. The whole top of the closet was all, what was it, figure collections and the Sam's Club boxes. Like, bro, there's so many. When we have a dip, I'm not going to call it a crash. We'll go with correction. If it goes into a crash, I'm telling you this, there will be a flood of prismatic evolutions from the people that think they're diamond hands that are not diamond hands. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, will it get eaten up like crazy? Absolutely. People will take out their third mortgage on their house to buy up all of the prismatic. But if you don't think there is so much prismatic out there, I don't know what to tell you. No, I don't expect at that time if prismatic is $600, I don't expect it to drop to 200. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of prismatic, man. There's a shit ton of prismatic people are hoarding away. Do it, Joe. Do it. Do it for the content. The only tattoo you have is tramp stamp. I was watching this comedy thing on YouTube, or no, it was on Facebook, and this guy was talking to this chick, and she was like talking about her man's in jail, and he's got tattoos and stuff, and he's like, you know what I would do? I'd get a tattoo on my ribs of a naked chick, and I'd have guys pay me to jerk off to the naked chick. It was the funniest shit ever. It was so funny. I probably botched it, but it was really good. That's what, instead of having exit only, that's what you should have in case you ever go to jail. I work. I work on. I work on stone. I work on marble. I'm not a fabricator. I just refinish people's countertops, showers, floors. You know, anything that's made out of natural stone, I fix. So I work for very big corporations. I go into really nice, fancy hotels. I work for people that are very well known in the world. Um, so yes, I can get away with some things, but a face tattoo is not going to roll with my current job. So Target drop, Pokemon Center drop, GameStop won't move. He'll move eventually. He'll move eventually. $11 a pack. You can buy a car. Who cares about Pokemon? People just like to gamble. People do love that gamble, man. Yeah, I mean, man, don't get me wrong. Like, people are going to hold prismatic, right? But you got to understand, investing content, in my opinion, I could be wrong. People love to argue with me. I feel like investing content is the number one content for Pokemon right now. Pokemon TCG related content. Now, the other one would be openings, but the only people that can do openings are the big content creators that they get views no matter what. But right behind that, or going head to head with it, is your investing content. There are so many people that are in this hobby space, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They don't give a shit about Pokemon. All they think is that Pokemon go up, me happy. And when that doesn't happen, when we start to see red, when we start to see a correction in the market, because we all know this market is overly inflated, overly hyped up, people are going to get out. I don't know how many, but I'm going to say we're going to have a max a mass exodus of people, and it's going to be quick and hard. And you know what? A lot of people have the same shit. They have a lot of prismatic. They have a lot of 151, Paldean Fates, Paldea Evolved, Surging Sparks, Destined Rivals, Ascended Heroes. So that's all I gotta say about that. Yes, sir. You are. Well, no, you got to get a Korean card first. You're not a collector until you get a Korean card. But I am proud of you for getting a Japanese card. Oh, did you drop that video today? Oh, okay. Definitely a lot of Paldea Evolved. I'm sorry, Thomas. I feel like I have missed something. Oh, you meant Prismatic Evolutions? Okay, yeah. For my phone packs, $10. Yeah, but what's the likelihood of you pulling 3 Umbreons? Come and get your Destined Rivals TRJ invest in my junk. What the hell are you talking about, Joe? Oh yeah. Dude, they're gonna hammer Destined Rivals. They're going to fucking kill Destined Rivals. I mean, you guys have seen this. Like people, I don't even know if Pablo's in here, but Pablo was like, bro, they are printing, they are printing because of the bundles. Guys, I've been telling you this. Like, I don't pull shit out of my ass. Sometimes I do. But I know people that have talked to distro, that talk to Pokemon. They they're printing. It's packaging. Packaging's the problem right now. They can keep up if it's packaging. Well, and they don't want to keep up. They want shit to be hyped. I mean, do you blame them though? If it was your birthday, you wouldn't want people, if you could hype people up for your birthday for a whole year, wouldn't you want that to happen? So, I mean, look what happened with Magic. Magic, they fluff up their shit all the time. They make different quarters look better than others. It's all a farce. Dude, I'll be honest. I don't think Prismatic Evolutions drops until they got to print some booster boxes, man. They got to make the 30th ass. If they make the 30th ass, and they make, even if they make Mega Rayquaza ass, so it's like back to back, like, which is hard to fuck up Mega Rayquaza, but say they do, like they just make it cheeks, or they don't put a Mega Rayquaza SIR, and then the 30th anniversary shit, like then yeah, like sure. But other than that, they gotta seriously print some boxes to drop Prismatic Evolutions. I just They gotta shake up this market. They just do. Otherwise, Prismatic's not dropping. Especially with what's happening with 151. No way. Yeah. Or Joe, honestly, some of them don't even talk about investing anymore. It, I'm not gonna say blab. They just yak for like 10, 11 minutes and get 2,000 views a video. It's fucking retarded. It's so stupid. Let's see. Thousand broke. I'll be the only one holding Shroud of Fable. No, I mean, I told you guys, I think Shroud of Fable is going to be the next Dragon Majesty. Straight up. They didn't print very much of that at all. So they do. Oh, dude, that would be so cool. Some prismatic sleeve packs. Oh, that would be really cool. Like, keep it white. That would be really cool. They need to start doing that. They need to do that with specialty sets. Give us some sleeve packs. You know how cool Paldean Fates would look? Like with the purple. Don't do the black. Like with the purple. Yeah. That would be really that would be cool. They're not going to do that though, but they need to do that. I'll tell you what, Whack, they're starting to switch it up. If you notice, well, I don't know all the investing channels. Decent amount of them, they're starting to switch up their narrative. They're starting to say, hey, like, of course, they just flow with the wind. They're like piss in the wind, man. They go left, they go right, just depending on which way it's blowing. You know what I'm saying? But they'll say, hey, maybe slow it down. Hey, go to Sword and Shield. You got some people now, big Destined Rivals supporter, really big on Destined Rivals and Prismatic Evolutions. Now they're telling you, don't buy the ultra modern. Don't buy the Destined Rivals. Don't buy the Prismatic Evolutions. Don't buy the Ascended Heroes. You want to go into Sword and Shield, which you guys know I've been telling you guys Sword and Shield for a very long time. So yeah, dude. A lot of these investing channels, man, they look at other people's content, they copy them. They're so flippy floppy. I don't know how people I don't understand YouTube. I really truly don't. Um, it makes no sense to me. But that's okay. I think there will be team up cards in 30th, so we are screwed. At least my wallet be screwed because I won't back. I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, but here's the thing: even if they do team up cards, right? Let's say they do exactly what they showed. We get a Crystal Lugia. We get what else did they show? Level X cards. We get some GXs. We get legends. I think I don't know if I said legends. We get legend cards and we get tag teams. What if we get like a tag team that's just like dog shit? Like what if it's I don't know. Uh like uh like a Trubbish and what is that tree legendary? Like just because of their tag teams doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that they're going to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? So like I get what you're saying. No, it's not Xerneas. No, it's a different one. It's a legendary. No, it's not a legendary. It's a what do they call them? A beast. It's a beast one. Ludwig, what's that one called? No, it's not Yveltal. It literally looks like a tree, but it's electric. Someone has to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, regardless, it doesn't really matter. Um, they could just make it. I mean, they could make a mass. So we gotta wait and see. Let's see. Paldean Face is done. Yeah, I think Paldean Face is done too. I think Twilight's done. I think Surging Sparks is done, even though I've heard that vending machines are getting more Surging Sparks booster boxes. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't have a vending machine. Thomas, Whack, I don't know. Whack, you said you haven't been to one in a while. But I think Surging Sparks almost done. Journey Together. I don't know if we're gonna get any Journey Together. Maybe a little bit of Journey Together. It's, nobody's wanting that. I don't want any bundles of Journey Together. I want the booster box of Journey Together. I do think that will be a good set to have. But yeah, I think it's destined. I think it's destined. So it could be wrong, but that's what I think. I think Surging's kind of done, and then move on to Destin. Yes, Exit Tree. Yes, Exert, whatever, however you pronounce that. Let's see. Drama investing channels, literally the same content. Yes, sir. 30th better be great. All you know, shit set up to fail for real. What is the 30th anniversary? Nita Lechonk and Bidoof. Hell yeah, hell yeah. You deserve that, Lechonk. Even though you did get that 151 Charizard, that's like $500 right now. So that was really cool. Doing good on that one. Yeah, the electric. It was the electric Ultra Beast. Yeah, yeah, that's the one. Just the goofy, ugly looking motherfucker. um, I mean, you could, yeah. I mean, but definitely, I don't know. Like drama is a little. everyone has different opinions on the drama side of it, and they all make different stuff. Um, but investing definitely. I mean, yeah. I mean, everyone's trying to get a slice of the pie. So there's a new content creator. He's blown up. Krabby cards, Krabby collects something like that. Um, but I mean, for the most part, yeah, we're all doing the same shit. I try, I try to do things a little bit different. Sometimes I do good, sometimes I fail, but it's always a goal of mine. But I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you can say we all do the same thing. People do different stuff. I mean, it's up for the audience to decide. I had somebody tell me that in one of my recent videos, I just repeated myself for like 8 minutes straight. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. Zurek tree, Zerk, Zerkek tree, whatever. Yeah, this is not even a good set for real. No, I mean even TC. I don't know if TCG market data is in here, but even he said that he he said, "What did you say, TCG? If you're in here, um, for investment, Destin Rivals is a necessity for collection." No, and then even he said that it wasn't that good. Like the thing is, the people that are saying Destin Rivals is nostalgic is just to fix, like just to stick with their point. There's nothing nostalgic about Destin Rivals. Like not even, I guess the most nostalgic thing is Team Rocket, or not Team Rocket, Giovanni and Missy and Ethan if you want to, but it's not Team Rocket. Like if it was not Team Rocket themed, nobody would give a shit about it. Let's see. Oh, okay. I thought that they were out. You haven't seen any Surging Sparks. Okay, so that's weird that they're doing them in different places. I mean, they can. They absolutely can. They can put bad tag teams together. It's unlikely that they're going to do that. They're probably just going to do remakes, which I think is awesome. Just do remakes of a lot of really popular cards. Oh, don't thank me, LeChonk. I just didn't want you to miss out, and me and Joey were kind of buddies at the same time. So I was just like, hey, let me go hit up LeChonk and let him know. So what's up, Adro? How are you, bud? Drum every time PSA comes out, same video. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna make a video talking about PSA and the new thing, not even the Deoxys, but the new scandal that came out. And all I'm gonna say is the same thing I've said in multiple videos. Fuck PSA. Like, don't use PSA. But at the end of the day, even the guy who had the Pikachu robbed from him at this point, from the last thing I saw, he's like, PSA screwed me over, but I'm still gonna keep using PSA because they're the most liquid. And it's like, no, don't use PSA. Like the whole point is if you get screwed over from a company, stop using them. But people don't care. People don't give a shit. They're gonna keep using whatever is the most liquid. Because it's all they care about. All they care about is money. Yeah, Krabby collects. Yeah, he's blown up. He's already passed me. So I just watched to watch for real. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. We are puffing on. I was puffing. The first one was called Nasty Frida, and then this one that I haven't lit up yet. I need to light it up. Is AJ Fernandez. What is it? It's like what have? Let me make sure I have the pronunciation of it right. It's called like Decenio. It's this. It's spicy, but it's a blue label. So really good cigar though. I love it. It's nostalgic because it's expensive. Exactly. I will tell you guys though, Lambo is not in here right now. Pokey Lambo, that Moltres. I really truly think. I know that a lot of people like the Cynthia's Garchomp too. I think that Moltres is top one, top two card of Destin Rivals. He made a video talking about it being like, excuse me, $75 right now. I think that that's the deal. for the English version too. So just want to let you guys know that. Go check out Lambo, small content creator. Obviously, go check out TCG, um, TCG market data too. Data is the data. Even though he fucked me over because he puts Opossum Bud in his thank you video, and Inept for commenting on his video, and Jay for Jay, and then me, he just says keep doing you. Doesn't even tag me in the video. What a dickhead. Oh, that'd be so funny. Let's get like just Rotom tag team cards. Let's make the whole 30th anniversary all different Rotom cards. That would be amazing. And then a Moonbryon from Evolving Skies. Let's go ahead and do that. Call that 30th anniversary. No, it's not the Moltres from the GameStop UPC. It's the actual Moltres from Destined Rivals without the stamp. Is like $75 is what, at least in the video. That's what he said. But that's another card I want to get as a Destined Rival stamp one. Now here's the thing. Do we like the stamped one because it says Destined Rivals on it? Is that why it's better? Because they're the same artwork. So yo, damn Admiral, you went hard. Make like 1,000 machines into Rotoms. Hell yeah. Stamp one will be less pop. Yeah, I don't know. I so you think that there's more because you don't think that they would reprint the GameStop one? I mean, I guess that would make sense. I really want the Moltres box. I just don't. I'm not paying $200 for it because what is MSRP? Like what is MSRP? So what was it supposed to be? I know it wasn't supposed to be 200. It was supposed to be like 130, wasn't it? 120. That's so stupid. $250 is so stupid. Like if it had all Destined Rivals, okay. But yeah, I mean again, if I didn't have my PSA 10 Korean Moltres that I got before PSA was doing the shady shit, I would have definitely gotten the stamped. I still want to get the stamped. I probably need to get that sooner than later, but I'm supposed to be getting a couple things from Inept at the end of this month, so we'll see. I mean, honestly, because if the stamped, if the normal SIR is going for like what 75, the stamped I believe was going for around the same price. It might have dropped down a little bit, but 150 bucks for then I can have three. I can have the SIR, the promo with Destined Rivals, and then my Korean. Bro, all day, all day. I need to check out after I get off with this video. I need to check out to see what the normal one and what the promo is going for. At GameStop? Joe, I do buy singles. That's all I buy. You're preaching the wrong guy, buddy. I am like the singles collector. I'm constantly looking at singles. Should have bolted to the GameStop. How many do you have, Whack? It's a beautiful box. I absolutely love the box. I just, w- I do dream about singles. I do. What I do every day is I go on eBay, and then I go on eBay, I look at a couple singles, check out, see what they're doing in different languages, and then I'll check on my Destin rivals. I check on Destin rivals every day, see how much closer we're getting to 1200, and then I check on Perfect Order just to laugh at it, just to have a good laugh at it. But and then Ascended Heroes too. Really interested on seeing what Ascended Heroes is doing. So, which I mean, is anyone really surprised? Everyone's deeming it Prismatic 2.0. We'll just have to see. I don't know, man. They could, Blood. They could. I just feel like a lot of people do not like the Ditto cards. They're just kind of creepy. So, I mean, I could see like there being a quick little uptick in some of the Ditto cards, but overall, I think it'll just kind of be like a quick little phase. People buy, you see like maybe a week, people are buying Ditto cards, trying to pump them up because I tell you what, man, pumps are happening left, right, and center. Everything is getting pumped right now. Of course, not everything, but one thing gets pumped, then it gets dumped a little bit, and then they move on to the next thing. Like you have to be super careful in this market right now. What is my yeah, the 5K would be nice. What would be my dream card? Hmm, that is a good question. Can it be raw or does it have to be graded? I don't think I have a card that's 5K. I'm telling you, man, if we can get people to start going to tag, I think tag can take over. Well, no, tag can't take over, but I think tag is going to make some moves for sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I'm torn on that. I would say 5K. Here's what I would do. I get the Lugia from Silver Tempest. I really like the Lugia. I would go ahead and get that. I would get the Umbreon from Prismatic Evolutions, just a normal one, like a near mint. It doesn't have to be a PSA 10. Get that. I would get the well. How much is the Mewtwo going for? Because I would like to get that in a PSA 10. But if not, I'd get that one raw near mint, and then probably the Moonbryon from Evolving Skies. Just I've never owned that one before. I've only seen it in glass. So that would probably be most of my money because I don't think I could own the Lovebirds. The Lovebirds would be cool too. I really would like the Shining Gyarados, but I don't think I could afford that with 5K. I don't. Brandon, how much is that one going for? I know you have that one. Oh yeah, Gold Star Rayquaza would be pretty cool. Gold Star Charizard, which I think that's over 5K. Yeah, Could I get a damaged Gold Star Charizard? Okay, stamp Moltres is 45, non is 90. Nice. Okay, so the normal one has gone up. Has it gone up? Because I'm pretty sure, of course, Lambo does go on collector, so collector could be lagging. Let me know, Whack, if that one's gone up because I'm pretty sure he said it was like $75 the other day. No, no. Me and Destin Rivals, I just want Destin Rivals for the simple experience of having the booster box because I think long term in 12, 14, 18 years, it's going to do very well. Right now, though, $500, $600, hell no. Yeah, I agree. That was kind of dumb for me to say they're going to take over. Uh, was the Moltres, the the SIR from Destin Rivals, has it gone up in price recently? Because I'm pretty sure that Lambo, Pokey Lambo, said it was like $75, but he was using collector. He doesn't use TCG player. Yeah, how much is the raw one going for, Brandon? How much is it saying your collector? I would definitely have to get the Mewtwo. I would have to get the Mewtwo. I would like it in a PSA 10, but I'm fine with just getting the normal one. I definitely have to get the Umbreon, the Lugia. So yeah, I mean that's probably what 1.2, whatever the Mewtwo's going for. Is the Mewtwo what's it going for like 500, 600? We'll say 700. So there's 2K right there. Lugia's what 24. So yeah, I mean it would just depend. Maybe I get a damaged Gold Star. It's still going down on TCG. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I know collector is a little weird, so we'll see. Yeah, I can't do that, blood. I can't do it, man. I've been watching. It's still going down. Yeah, I hope it goes down to 75. Again, if you 75, 45, I mean, hell, even $90 and $45, 140, 150 with shipping, you got both of the cards. They're gonna do great long term. That Moltres, I'm telling you, I think the Blastoise is going to surprise people from 151, and I think the Moltres is going to surprise people too. But yeah, the Gyarados would be cool to have too, though. I don't know, be interesting for first ed near met. Yeah, I get the Gyarados. That'd be cool. Yeah, no blood. I've been watching. I've been watching this guy, and he's like, "Why your videos suck after 48 hours, and why you aren't going to succeed at YouTube," and trying to give like tricks and hints and in his video like 7 times. It says like, comment, subscribe, and he says it, and I just can't do it, man. I can't do it. Like, if you guys want to like the video, I mean, obviously, I want people to like my videos. I want people to like them. I want people to comment on them. I want people to, watch them and engage with them, and subscribe. But I'm not going to beg for it. So, if I deserve, 1,000 subscribers, then I guess one day I'll get there. If I don't, then I just don't. We'll keep on chugging and keep on doing us, and I'll walk you guys to the promised land of you know the market crash, and then after that, I'll let you guys be free, and I'll retire with a smile on my face, and then I'll come back, Team Rocket Joey 2.0 during the bull run with fucking walls of product and instantly get like 16,000 subscribers because that's the only way people take you serious on YouTube. Dude, yeah. Well, because Prismatic is at 200 because 151. And people think that Pokemon's done printing Prismatic. So Shroud Fable ETB is going up to 90. I'm not surprised, dude. Every ETB is 90, 80, $90 or more. It's crazy. Yeah, no, for 100%. I appreciate LeChonk. You know, I try to. I don't know. I'm just me, man. I'm just me. So again, it's if people think I deserve it, then great. If not, fuck it. You know, I ain't gonna be something I'm not. Turkey Gang. That's right. I'll get Adam. I'll get her in a video. It won't be the video that comes out tomorrow, or tonight or today. It'll be the next video after that. Whatever I decide to do. It'll probably be like Monday. We'll just go over Ascended Heroes. Take a look at Ascended Heroes. Some bullshit like that. Journey Together at $90. Not surprised at all. Twilight is still at 80. 151 bundles are at 185, and they're selling at 185. Even Twilight. What is Surging selling for? Because Twilight and Surging were struggling to get past 60, $70. Yeah, dude. People are busting their nuts like crazy. Surging's 86. Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild. It's wild. Which what's happening too. A lot of people have gotten their taxes back. So I think that's what we're seeing also. You're seeing the build up for 30th. People are coming in. I don't know if you guys saw Kim Kardashian and Steve Aoki were caught opening up 151, I believe, booster packs at a store. Dude, we're at all time euphoria. It's just buckle up, guys. Buckle up and just do the best you can. Don't FOMO. Don't FOMO. It's not worth it because we are so close. I really believe we're a couple months away, and it's going to be hard and fast and brutal. Your cheeks are going to get clapped, and s- you're going to need some KY jelly if you are FOMO'd. So, what do we think is better, Prismatic or 151? Not Paldean Fates, strictly Prismatic and 151. Figure collections 185. That's so stupid. This is what is the Sam's collection box going for? Last I looked, it was 170. Yeah, dude. Blab, you nailed it on the head. People are just dumb. They're just dumb. They really truly are. I hate to say it, but it's like again, I mean, you and every content creator on YouTube could come out with a video and be like, if you are in debt, do not be wasting your money on Pokemon cards. But guess what? They're going to, because the narrative has been that Pokemon goes up, never goes down. And so people are thinking this is like the next get rich quick scheme. And so they're like, who cares if I'm in debt 50,000 because in 5 years I'm going to be able to sell it all and I'm going to have $100,000. It's just not how it works. It's not how it works. People are being duped right now. But you can't fix fucking stupid. You can't. All right, let's see what you guys had to say about my question. Glad I was here before the hype. It will still be here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Thomas, for sure. And that's the thing, man. I want to be able to, in this correction, bear market, whatever happens, I want to be able to tell you guys, hey, look, I know this is not sexy right now. Continue to buy because however long we have, it's going you're going to do really well if you continue to buy. Because guess what? Right now, people are buying when product is sitting on shelves, when it's sitting on the Pokemon Center, when distro's sitting on it, when it's cheap, whether it's $80 a booster box, which I don't think is going to happen, or 110, 120, $130 a booster box, people aren't going to want to buy it. But that's when you buy it. You buy it when nobody else wants it and you load up. And then that way you can enjoy it on the bull run. You can do some trades with it or whatever you want to do with it. I think that's where the true money is made is loading up when nobody wants the product. All right, we got Prismatic 151, Prismatic 151, Sam's is 170. Surprise box for $45 is a decent move right now. Dude, I'll be honest, I don't like the surprise boxes. As far as investability, I've heard that, some of these bigger sellers for, like vendors and stuff, they like the surprise boxes. It comes with a promo. It comes with what, 4 packs. So it's going to be a more affordable option than your bundles or your UPCs or most of your collection boxes and stuff like that. So, $45 isn't a terrible deal. I just personally would not be getting them. 71, 151, 151. Classic collection box is awesome, bro. 2K investment. It'd be like 100K. I go for 50K. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Perfect Order Pokemon Center last 3 sales are over $350 for Perfect Order. Get the fuck out of here. The Umbreon trumps everything in 151. Agree 100%. But here's the thing, though. What people are going to argue is nostalgia for 151, which I get to a certain extent, right? But I feel like people are really pumping 151. Opossum Bud did a great video the other day about, I can't remember the name of it. Just go look at Opossum Bud's channel if you have not seen the video. And it's like 151 is a noob trap or something like that. We've seen this before. I truly, and you guys know I've said this before, so I'm not pulling this out of Opossum's ass. I'm not, I've said this before, and had this opinion. I think 151 is severely overhyped, and not a lot of people actually like 151. They like it because people are telling them that they need to like 151. I don't think 151 is bad, but I'm not buying into the hype of 151. I do think the Umbreon is better than all of the cards in 151. But people could also argue the SIRs for 151 are better than for Prismatic. So we'll see. You know what? I would understand what 151 is doing. Lechonk, you're right about that, by the way. But I would understand what 151 is doing if they did what they did for Black Bolt and White Flare, if they did it for 151. I would understand ETBs going for, or Pokemon Center ETBs going for what, 1600 $1,600. I heard that the UPC went from 800 $900 to 1200. Somebody can let me know if that's true or not, but I heard that today it jumped like $400. So I would get it if they did that for 151, if they did that, what they did for Black Bolt White Flare, but they didn't. They did not do that. So, and honestly, I'm kind of glad they didn't because it would be fucking crazy. 151 Alakazam, probably best card ever. I really like the 151 Alakazam. I want to get it. I want to do the same thing I did with my Blastoise. I want to get it in Korean and I want to get it in English. I think we're going to see the 151 cards. I think we saw a big pump in them. I think we're starting to see the dump of them. So I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. Like I said, I got supposed to be working out a deal with Inept at the end of this month, so I got to get that done, and we'll see. But I do really like that Alakazam, so I am all here for it. Yeah, whack. Because just like you said in the Discord, generations, mid. 25th, ass. 30th, mid. People don't like 25th. They just don't. Dude, there is no reason Perfect Order Pokemon Center ETBs are going for the same price as Ascended Heroes Pokemon Center ETBs. There is no reason for it whatsoever. That is absolutely stupid. First of all, in my opinion, Pokemon Center Ascended Heroes ETBs look way better than Perfect Order. I think I said that right. I might have said Ascended Heroes looks better than Perfect Order. Ascended Heroes is better than Perfect Order. It's just stupid. People, again, people don't know why they're collecting what they're collecting. They are just collecting anything that they can get their hands on. We are going to see such an amount of people get burnt when this correction crash happens. It's going to be one for the history books, ladies and gentlemen. You hear people saying that this bull market, this bull run has been one for the history books. I believe this correction crash bear market is going to be just as brutal as the bull market. Yeah, the 151 UPC promo from you is beautiful. I've got one in a tag 9. I'm holding on to that for years cuz my daughter really likes that card. Yeah, dude, 151 just isn't making any sense right now. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Thomas. And like I said, I think a lot of people are looking at 151 as their base set. You know, obviously you missed out on base set, right? Not many people have base set. So I feel like a lot of people are like, this is the first SIR Charizard we've ever gotten. The full, you know, like a true full art Charizard. This is the first Blastoise. This is the first Venusaur. Like this is our base set version. I just I don't see that. Um, but again, I'm sure anything 151 in what 30 years, 20 years is going to do great. It is. But the difference is it will never reach base set levels because there was such a small amount of product printed at that time and people weren't investing and holding on to it where everybody and their mother has 151. So you just have to understand that if you're holding on to this super ultra modern product, your returns are not going to be comparable to back in the day because there's so many people that know the cheat code. You know what I'm saying? At least it's what I think. I think that we're going to see a change in how investing performs. I would get a ooh, that's a good question. I think that Charizard's going to do very well long term. That's a hard one. That's a hard one because here's what I will say. I would go with Black Bolt. The reason why is I feel like Black Bolt and White Flare is going to be challenging for Pokemon to print because it's two completely different sets. Um, so also with Phantasmal Flames being a small set where Black Bolt is a big set, they can print more and um, it's also in the Mega Block. So two completely separate blocks. So I feel like as far as getting another Phantasmal Flames ETB, you'll have a better opportunity than getting one from Scarlet and Violet, especially with Black Bolt and White Flare, with the challenge of printing 2 sets. So that's what I would do is Black Bolt. But I think honestly, I think both of them are great. I really do because you have the Charizard, one of the best Charizards of all time. I don't think you can go wrong, but I think Black Bolt is going to surprise people short term, long term. Forget people don't like the generation. Who gives a shit? It's still a cool set. I have not seen that blab, so I think you got trolled. That's crazy. That is absolutely nuts that Perfect Order is going for more. There's no way that's going to hold. There's no possible way. What was Whack? What was Ascended Heroes all time high for the Pokemon Center ETB? Yeah, I cannot wait for Chaos Rising. If I do not get Chaos Rising, Pokemon Center ETBs, and a booster box, I quit. I'm done. I'm retiring. You guys will never see me ever again. I will be devastated. Well, I mean, blood. Get whatever you want. You just asked my opinion. I think Phantasmal does look better. It's Charizard, but as far as for you got to think with Phantasmal, we've got a year, year and a half, maybe longer. So it's in the Mega Block. It's a small set. That's just where I'm going with it. Is I don't see Black Bolt, White Flare getting many ETBs. And if you look at if you remember the drop, like when they dropped the ETBs, they were pretty difficult to find and get your hands on, especially the Black Bolt ETBs. White Flare was more readily available. Like I was able to pick up some from from Amazon, but Black Bolt, dude, I could not find that. I could not find it. I could not get my hands on one. I have one that I was able to get for MSRP, but it took a very long time. So I don't think that there was a bunch of them printed. I don't think that they're going to really do a big reprint of them. Like I said, I can see them going for Destin Rivals, and then I think they're going to move on. I think they're going to go to Mega. So could we get some bundles? Yeah, probably more than likely, right? But other than that, yeah, that's where I would go with it. But you can't go. I honestly, I think you can't go wrong with either of them. I think they're both going to perform well, especially again, best Charizard, one of the best Charizards of all time. Joe may argue with that, but I think most people would agree. So Perfect Order is outperforming Ascended Heroes. 220 for both of them, or 220 for each one. Because I feel like they're not going for 220 right now a piece, are they? Oh, so you got it for like 110. Yeah, that's a if you got them for 110, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. 220 each right now. Yeah, so you doubled your money. You doubled your money. Not bad at all. We did get a second drop, so I don't expect to get any more of the Pokemon Center ETBs for Black Bolt White Flare. They're okay. I mean, they're not the coolest looking ETBs. Don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely Phantasmal Flames looks better. Um, I even think Mega ME1 looks better, but it's the first set that I know of that has every single Pokemon has an IR or SIR. Doesn't matter what the chin is. And then the SIRs are really good. Like even the Jellicent, which I hate the Jellicent, but it still looks good though. So I feel like people are sleeping on it, and I really don't feel like it got printed a bunch. Yeah, Thomas, I know you live in Tennessee. You talked about getting Sam's. I don't know if you heard. 17th, I believe 17th, Sam's Plus will be online for Black Bolt's poster and binder collection for $40, or you can get the White Flare poster binder collection for $40. Two, you can get two of whichever one or both. What you can get one of each, and then in Sam's will be the following week. So, but yeah, to be honest, I think anything Black Bolt White Flare right now you guys can get at a reasonable price. Don't sleep on Black Bolt White Flare, in my opinion. Of course, do whatever you want. Think we'll see one more drop of at least. So, do you think we're gonna get a drop of Pokemon Center prismatic ETBs? I know that they had it loaded up and then they pulled it back. I'll be honest, I hope we get another one, but I don't know if we will. We need a good Tyranitar SIR. Yeah, because the one from Paldea Evolved was an IR. It was still pretty cool though. It was pretty cool. Can I be honest? I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand the Tyranitar love. Like, it is a cool Pokemon, but there seems to be a lot of Gooners over Tyranitar. And I don't understand it because I feel like they haven't really made it look very menacing. And maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I don't like it as much. I just feel like it's kind of goofy looking. I don't goon to T-Tar. I do not. Yeah, Thomas, I know me and you have talked about Black Bolt White Flare before because you made a trade, right? Didn't you make a trade for like a prismatic SPC or something like that? And I was like, you got rid of your White Flare, and I was like, yes, do not get rid of your Black Bolt. I remember that. Yeah, we've talked about that. I just got my Sam's Club, but it's not a plus. Yeah. Yeah, blood. I would get the plus, man. You can honestly, if you shop at Sam's a decent amount, it'll pay for itself every year. So it's kind of like you get cash back. So it's kind of a no duh play. Um, and of course, eventually, like no one's gonna give a shit, right? You're gonna go to Sam's. You're not even gonna give a shit what Pokemon cards are there. Like they had like a heavy hitters box with Lucario and Tyranitar before. Nobody gave a shit about those boxes. Sea and Sky boxes. People didn't give a shit about the Sea and Sky boxes, but they're always there. Like there's always Pokemon going around. So that's what I would recommend. Go ahead and pay the little extra for the plus, especially right now. All these companies and retail giants, they're all making you pay for the most expensive tier, trying to get as much money you can out of it. So, have you ever heard about the? I believe it's going to be a flash in the pan. No, what's going on with Pokopia? I heard a lot of people like it. They said it's a really good game. I'm not playing it. That's for sure. That's not my style. I hope we get one more prismatic. I really do because I don't have one. I would love to have one. T Targoon here. Hey, I mean, like I said, no hate towards Tyranitar. And if you like Tyranitar, cool. I just want him. I guess I remember in the game, he was kind of like I don't know. I felt like more like of a vicious, kind of Pokemon, and just like even like in battle styles, he's like laying under the tree, kind of looking goofy looking. Paldea evolved. He's just looks big, but I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to like be destroying some shit, or like look like how Dragonite from the old TV show, like the first season, where they're at the lighthouse and Dragonite's like singing and making noises and it looks all big and menacing and like Godzilla ish. I want it like that. Of course, then it turns around, Dragonite's nothing but fucking goofy goober. Um, but yeah, I just want some menacing Pokemon. Like they don't all have to be cute or fighting. I want them to be like scary. I know that might be a crazy take, but yeah, I think we're gonna see at least we. I think we've got to see one Destin Rivals Pokemon Center ETBs. I really hope we do because I need to get one of those as well. I had one, I sold it. It's not my favorite because I believe it's red on black, right? Where the normal ETB is black on red. And I think the black on red looks better. But like I said earlier, if you can get both Pokemon Center ETBs for Chaos Rising, Destin Rivals, put them all together, I think it'd be really, really cool. So I hope you're right. I hope you're right about that. Yeah, Sin and Heroes, I think we'll get multiples of those. Um, no Chaos Rising UTB drop ever. Well, fuck me running. I'm gonna be really sad. I'm gonna be really sad about that. Multiple Phantasmal, probably. I don't know. We gotta see what I'm really. I know that the quarter's not over yet, but I was really hoping to see those booster boxes of Phantasmal. And they, like I said, there's been reports of them. Maybe Pokemon's just printing and they're just putting them in a warehouse. That could be their plan all along. Like I said, I think until the 30th, they are not going to dump booster boxes. We might get a little trickle here and there, like we did with Surging Sparks and stuff like that. But I think for the most part, I think that they're probably building up and then they're going to do a dump at some point, hopefully sooner than later. Oh, by the way, what do you guys think? Do you think that Mega is going to go till like November of next year when they release the game? Like, do you think the game's not going to come out for Gen 10 until November, or do you think we're going to get it like March? Uh, Hey, I would be fine, honestly, if they delayed Chaos Rising. I'd be awesome with that. Delay it for like a month or two. But yeah, I mean, whack. I can't understand you sometimes. I feel like you like me, and then you're like, let's get this guy off YouTube. Fuck him. Or we'll talk in Discord and you'll be all snappy at me and shit and won't respond to me. That's a fair point. I mean, the thing is though, distro can say no. Like they don't have to keep taking the accounts. That's what's crazy about it is there's no reason right now for them to take accounts. But I'm sure they treat big box stores different than LGSs and online stores. So here's the thing, TCG. I was thinking about that. So right now, as it currently stands, and we don't know anything besides after Chaos Rising, Ninja Spinner, we have the Mega Darkrai set. Supposedly, of course, things can always change. Then we have the Mega Ray set after that, October 30th, according to WAC and according to TAP, is when our 30th anniversary celebration collections is supposed to happen. I don't think that we would get another set until January. Now, the speculation is that in January would be Aura Seeker, as that has been revealed as the trademark, even though we knew about the Mega Rayquaza set and the Darkrai set like a whole year before that. So realistically, you know, we could be getting that at a later point in time. Also, the only set that we're missing, the only set that we have not gotten any sort of confirmation on, besides every other set has gotten confirmed, besides the Radiant Ruby and Shining Sapphire set. So maybe potentially that comes out in January, and then they have to throw what, four more sets in, and then if the set comes out, if the game comes out in November, then in I don't know because we have to wait for the game to come out before we get Win and Wave. But I agree. I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know unless like I was watching the Pokegator. He was doing a live and he was talking about the DLC and how with the DLC you can get some like heads up. So like in the DLC, there's Mega Kyogre, Mega Groudon, or Primal, whatever. And then there's Mewtwo. So like we should be getting Mewtwo's um, in a set. Then maybe we get a Blastoise. So I mean, I guess realistically, if they wanted to, they could pump out a whole nother year of sets. But do you think though? Here's the thing though. Do you think enough people like Mega, if we go through like a whole block, a whole actual block, 2 years of Mega, do you think that people are going to be excited that whole time? Or do you think people are going to get burnt out? That's the thing that I can't quite figure out. I know that we're saying we keep moving the goalpost. At first, it's 30th anniversary. Well, then it's Wind and Waves. Well, now we don't know when Wind and Waves is coming out. As far as the actual TCG Gen 10, we don't know. It could be 2028. It could be 2027. We have no idea. We know the game comes out in 2027, but we don't know when. So it's like, are we really going to carry until 2028? Is that really what's going to happen with Mega? Okay, sorry, I missed a bunch. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. With distro, I've heard that some of them are holding back. I've heard others aren't. You're never going to know the truth. No one with distro is going to say shit. Mega will stay Mega. I think 30 will be a standalone bunch of gimmicks. No, I agree. I'm just wondering, are we going to continue through 2027 for Mega, or are we going to get the game in like March and then Gen 10? I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to have Mega all the way through 2027 as well. I just don't know how much people actually care for Mega, if that's going to be able to carry the hype. And we're really going to have to wait until 2028 for Gen 10, which I'll tell you what, that would be one hell of a bull run if that lasts. What would that be? 4 years? 4 years of that? Fucking crazy if we're still going strong that long. Yeah, like I said, Brandon, I know we get them, especially sets, late January, early February of each year. The only set we have not gotten confirmation of from the original list was the Radiant Ruby Shining Sapphire. Everything else has been confirmed. Everything else is coming out. Everything else from that list is real. So the I feel like we would have to get that, because the list has just been right for so long that that's the only one that's left. And then Aura Seeker comes out what, March, and then we get more trademarks. because Aura Seeker originally was not on that original list. So let's see. We could see SIRs of them in the Ray Ray set. I mean, yeah, we could. But like I said, according to the first list that we got, where everyone was saying that it's not real, everything's been true besides Radiant Ruby, Shining Sapphire. So I hope, honestly, because the Mega Ray set's coming out before the 30th anniversary, let's just get a Gen 3. Let's get a Gen 3 set, make it big as fuck. Let's just get them all. Let's get them all going. I I think that'd be cool. I would be happy with that set. So I did see Pikmin. I watched a Moist Critical video talking about Pikmin. What is it like Zelda? What was it? Zelda, Pokemon, Pal World, and then there was something else they stole off of too. So here's what you did. No, they're gonna keep Gen 10 close to the vest. They're yeah. Yeah, and again, I mean, we really have to wait and see. What do we get booster boxes? How many booster boxes do we get? What do we get reprints of? Do we start seeing massive amounts of reprints? Um, because if the market's dead, they'll probably just go ahead and show more of Gen 10. If we're still booming, still in a bull run, yeah, they're going to keep Gen 10, especially like the first set. They're going to keep it very close to the vest. They're going to want to. I just, I really think that they're going to try to nip this in the butt sooner than later. But I've been wrong before. I've been wrong before. Long stream going to spark another. Yeah, it's gone a little bit long, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll I'll, I'll probably get a video out tonight because I'm sure it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I still have to eat dinner. Yeah, I mean the 30th merch does look really cool, but I feel like Pokemon is just really biting at the nostalgia of it, you know? Like they came out and I heard that that little um what was it? Like a Game Boy sound music player. I heard that got scalped up. It's like, like what purpose does that serve? You can get those songs. You can listen to those songs on YouTube for free. They were charging like $70 for it. So I feel like it could be nostalgia bait, just trying to keep the hype going. And it may have nothing to do with the 30th anniversary. They were. So they had the Japanese names. So we had Ninja Spinner on there. I made a video about it a long time ago. They had Ninja Spinner, they had Emeralda Storm or Storm Emeralda, and then they had uh, whatever the perfect order was. No, perfect order they said was Storm Emeralda. Yeah, I mean they did have the sets for it. Like I said, everything is played out perfectly besides the shining Radiant Ruby, Shining Sapphire. Or a Seeker's got to be a troll name. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, Pokemon. I mean, like I said, Pokemon name stuff weird. So apparently, and I've not seen the Lucario movie, but apparently it plays into the Lucario movie. So that's why they called it Aura Seeker. Um, Also, this was in order, so odd chance it comes in around early March too. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. I think 30th will finish us off, and then it's like I said, realistically, based off the list, Radiant Ruby, Shining Sapphire, if that is true, and then Aura Seeker. Or who knows? Who knows what they could do? Aura Seeker may not be till the end of the year. I have no idea. The music player isn't it? No, it was not it. That's for sure. It was not. That's crazy. It was gone in an hour. They did have the Ray Ray set. They did. I made a video about it. I'll try to find the video and I'll post it. I'll post it in the Discord. But it was like Storm Emeralda, which that was said to be the Rayquaza set at first, and then they turned around and said it was Zygarde. So yeah, masturbate nostalgia. Oh yeah, dude, they've got the nostalgia bait by the balls, man. They got everybody glued to Pokemon right now. I mean, you got grannies sitting at WalMarts and Targets for restocks, and they're not buying the cards. I saw a granny on Facebook posting her collection, and she said, "This is not for the children. This is not for my grandchildren. This is for me, for investing purposes." You got people losing their shit right now because everyone knows. That's the thing. Everybody knows Pokemon go up forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got 80-year-old women buying Pokemon cards. I don't know jack shit about Pokemon. They're not buying it for anybody besides themselves. Some dumb shit going on right now. Yeah, like I said, I think that the Mega Lucario Z looks better than Mega Lucario. I don't know why. Just something about the brain. It just does something for me. I don't know, Whack. I have no idea. Hey, Brandon, can you go into the Discord, the general chats, and see if that's the list that Whack put in there for me? I can't look or else my stream's gonna shut off. So that's what's up. Hey, there you go, Whack. Dude, your family loves you. That's great. That that's really great because like I know your dad will buy Pokemon cards for you, and it's really cool that you and your dad still like collect and enjoy. So that's really cool. But not not every grandma is doing that. Like I said, I literally saw this like massive collection and it was all lit up and it was a grandma and she's like, "Yeah, I'm into Pokemon. I'm investing in Pokemon and I've done all this." And she had the 151 UPC and prismatic UPCs and Pokemon Center ETBs. Like, Granny, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You have no idea. So it's crazy. And I've heard and I've seen grandmas sitting at Walmarts for restocks. Grandmas are awesome. Yeah, for the most part. I mean, to be fair, they love you regardless. I remember when I was 17, I remember this. I was 17, I found out that my son's mother was pregnant. She told me. Instead of going to my parents and telling my parents, I went to my grandparents and told them about it. And they were like, "Oh, sweetie, it'll be okay. We love you. We're so proud of you." I told my parents, they literally started fucking crying. Like, you thought that I told them I murdered somebody, So grandparents are awesome. Luckily for me, I had great grandparents, so can't complain about that. Um, yeah, I don't know, Whack. Like I said, I can't see it. Brandon would know. It was, or at least I think he saw the video at the time. So it's like it says Celebration Collections, Radiant Ruby, Shining Sapphire, Storm Emeralda, Abyss Eye, Ninja Spinner. I can't remember the rest of them, but like it's been pretty accurate. So that's the list of set names. Okay, I think I'd have to take a look at it, but at the time, it said Ninja Spinner, and like I said, then they had the Storm Emeralda, which was Rayquaza, then turned into Zygarde. So maybe that you're right. Maybe they didn't have the Rayquaza Emerald Surge. I don't know. I'd take a look, but maybe they didn't have the Rayquaza set at the time. But I know they had Ninja Spinner, so they've been right about most of the stuff on there. Legendary Dreams, yep. Okay, sat in the rain for 20 minutes for two Ascended ETBs on drop day, not for sale on my collector yet. Blab, why are you asking me? You literally on your video said, fuck you guys. I don't care what you guys think about me. I'm going to do what I want. So you be whatever you want, buddy. Don't worry about what I say. Okay. Gotcha. I don't know. Like I said, I can't remember. I know I made a video about it a while ago. I'll have to take a look at the list. I trust you, Wack. I trust you. Okay. So they were right about 80% of the names. 80% of the names have come to fruition. So, or maybe the rest of them will come. Maybe that's the 2027 megas that we're getting. Did you really sit in the rain for 20 minutes for two Hero ETBs though? Trolling, you paid a man off for 400 Ascended Hero ETBs. You didn't pay him. No, you didn't pay nobody 400. You didn't get no 400 City Heroes ETBs. I'll tell you what, that's something my man Thomas would be doing though. He'd be paying $80 a Ascended Heroes ETB and have 400 of them if he could. I would love to know what Thomas does. Thomas, he it seems like that man's always buying stuff. He's buying. I think he bought turtles, um, buying Pokemon all the time too. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I've not seen any Ascended Heroes out in the wild. It's been pretty crazy. I had a guy come into my comments. Haven't talked to him in like 3 weeks, and he comes back and he's like, "I thought you said Pokemon wasn't gonna get caught with their pants down." Like, bro, just give it some time. He's like, we only got one SKU left. Okay. I said, how about you come back in a year and you let me know how we're looking? And he's like, no, I was talking about this year. I'm like, okay, so you were talking about 30th anniversary then. Like, no shit. Yeah, I remember that too. I'll tell you what though, my Sams, they're stand up. They don't screw around. Working hard and kissing babies. Whack, you don't need any more ETBs. Didn't you get like 12 ETBs from Target? How many ETBs do you need? Empty tins? Oh, empty tin boxes. Okay, I got you. One SKU, but the set's 1 month old. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. People, and like I said, no hate. Like people are always trying to prove like their points, which I get it. You know, I make videos and I say some crazy shit, which I believe. You know, and be like, oh, I told you so. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, okay, bro. Like, I don't give a shit what you think. Like, come back in a year. Like I said, I'm not when I make a video, I'm talking I'm talking about like I think I make it pretty apparent. I'm talking about like within the reprint window. People don't want to fucking listen. They want to, oh, this year 30th anniversary. Fuck off. No, no, Roxy. This was some guy on a video like 3 weeks ago when I was talking about Ascended Heroes Prismatic 2.0. He didn't agree with some of the things I said, and he said Ascended Heroes was going to be just like Prismatic, extremely hard to find. And I was like, no, Pokemon, this was a once in a lifetime thing. Pokemon's not going to get caught with their pants down. And he was saying how this year, Ascended Heroes is not going to be at nearly close to MSRP. So he was cherry picking where I was stating what I've always been stating, that I think Ascended Heroes is going to be the poor man's set for Prismatic. It's going to do very well, but we're going to see it get printed, printed, printed. No, that one dude, that Destin Rivals gooner, he hasn't showed his face around in a minute, which is fine. I would have canned his ass a while ago too. Give them all. Whack, you don't need any more. You're good. Um, Blood with you living in California, probably. Where I live, no. Um, with the plus, you can get in an hour early, so like 8 o'clock. My wife takes the kids. They show up at like 8:30, and there's still a ton of product available. But again, I live in a small county in Kentucky, so California, yeah, you need to pitch a tent. Yeah, yeah. Prophet said he just took 400 ETBs. Yeah, dude, Whack is crazy. Whack, but he's in cards too. Whack's into cards, so or sorry, sports cards. So for sure, he's a madman. Yeah, Whack. What are we supposed to be getting in April for Sam's Club? Because from what I saw, they're not doing the first drop is online only, and then the second drop is online and in stores, and that's at the end of this month. That's all I saw for Black Bolt. Oh, they are doing a second wave in store? Okay. I didn't see that. Yeah, I mean, California, you there's so many people there. Um, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it is Pokemon. So, yeah, even though it's Black Belt, White Flare. But I will tell you, Blood, Whack and I think Inept and Roxy, they all, I believe, have had good luck buying on the website. So check out the Discord. I know you're in the Discord, but Whack in drops and links, he will he'll let you know when it's about to drop. And like I said, they've been able to hit, I'm pretty sure. So we're still waiting on the SPCs. Hopefully those don't get canceled. Because if they do, it's gonna be brutal. But no, yeah, Whack. The first in-store drop is gonna be like March 24th here in San Diego. Is that what SD means? San Diego? Yeah. Thanks, Thomas. Thanks for coming by, bud. Well, I'll be live tomorrow night if you want to come by. If not, I appreciate you as always. Hope you have a good night. You sold one in preparation to buy 20. That's some funny shit right there. Yeah, dude. As soon as we find out it's real, if it's real, man, I I'm gonna be going in store. I'm gonna be buying online. Yeah, like that's gonna be like my opportunity to I just want like four. like if I get 4 of them, I'll be happy. Yeah, see, the problem is your boy Mitch, nobody knew about the drop. So he was snoozing, but you damn sure know if he was awake, that boy would have been buying as many of those prismatic booster bundles as he possibly could. It doesn't matter that he's got a whole closet full of them. He's got to have as many as he possibly can get. So you're damn sure he would have been doing that live for views and also getting those booster bundles. I'm central, so I don't know what time. I don't know what time it is. Let's see. I went live at 11:30. 60, 120, so 2.5 hours. So it's what, one? I don't know. But yeah, I'll eat dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I'll probably just make a sandwich or something. Costco's canceling. What is a Looper membership? Oh, like people that go into the store and then they just keep going in and out. Oh, did he only have 400? Which only that makes me sound like a fucking dickhead. I get like I think the highest I've ever gotten was 17, which was tonight. I thought he had more than 400 though. I'll tell you what, Pablo's been, even though he called Brandon a bot, which I didn't like that very much, but Pablo's been he's been kind of taking off some of his videos. He's been getting like 1K, 2K views. He's at 1.5K subscribers. I'm I was looking at my metrics today, and my watch time's good because of these lives. Appreciate you guys watching these lives, interacting with these lives. My watch time for my videos have been fine. My retention's dog shit, which kind of hurts my feelings. But my subscribers for the month, I'm down like fucking 50, 60%. I've got 9 subscribers over the last 30 days. I'm just like, damn, I'm in the struggle bus for sure. Like, I'm getting my ass kicked. And then this Krabby Collects card guy, he's he's made like videos the last 3 months or what, I don't even know. And he's already passed me. I'm just like, fuck, I suck. So it's all good though. It's just funny. It's funny to see how YouTube works sometimes. Yeah, I know Mitch. Mitch when he does his lives, because every now and then I'll hop in there just to kind of hear what he's saying, and he'll have like 1,000, 2,000 views and like 30 likes. It's really interesting. It's really interesting when if you take a time to look at other people's views to views to like ratio and comments and stuff like that. I'll tell you who kills it, Plumber. I don't know what Plumber's doing. I don't know if Ryan's helping him with YouTube or what, but that guy, he'll upload a video, an hour later he's got like 2,000 views, 200 likes. His video popped up on my recommended today. It was like 15 minutes after he uploaded it, and it was hyped up. So people were just sitting there hyping, hyping, hyping. So he's got the cheat code for sure. The noobs love noobs. That's okay. I noticed. I thought you had more subscribers. All my metrics are at all-time highs. That's great, man. But see, here's the thing: you upload every day. I don't. I don't upload every day. I'm not gonna upload every day. So, um, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what you mean by you notice though. But yeah, I mean, I just unfortunately I just lose subscribers a lot. So it was two like last month I would upload a video, lose 2 subscribers, upload another video like the next day or 2 days later, lose another two. Like I was just bleeding subscribers. So it's all good. The data is the data. 16 watching now. 16 watching now with 7 likes. It says I got 11 likes with 12 watching. Oh, I mean, like I said, I know I like it probably comes across like I'm bitching and complaining. I'm really not. Like, granted, I would like to be at 1,000 subscribers, but again, like I said earlier, you know, I guess the only way to get there is people to think that it's worth me um, being at 1,000. So if we get there, we get there. If we don't, we don't. I'm still, I'm still having fun, and but it's definitely interesting. Like I said, I've been watching some YouTube videos and there's all kinds of different shit you can do. We'll see. It's just kind of like a goal of mine. I got to 500, want to get to 1,000. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Pablo's been killing. Like I said, Pablo's been killing it. Even your boy Blab. Blab's about to catch up to me. Blab broke the 400s. He'll be past me in no time. I'm on the sloth pace. I haven't dropped a lot of followers on Instagram. Yeah, I've heard it's like you can tell too on YouTube, views are down for a lot of people. Like even the big dogs are not pulling the same views that they once were. So, and even like these new people too, like that Bon Diggle guy I talked about in a video, Heart Attack, they're newer content creators, and you can really see that when you first started. I know I experienced this. Shortly after is YouTube does really push your content for a while, and then eventually they just completely stop pushing it. So, but like a lot of these new guys, fine videos, nothing to say bad about their videos, but they'll get like 1,000 talking about something stupid. It's because Plumber is making all these noises, yeah, and probably the giveaways too. Yeah, I noticed that Blab. I was like, damn, even Blab is killing it. It was like what 3, 4 videos in a row. You had over a K. It just doesn't make any sense. And I've had some videos, not any recently, but like my 30th anniversary video where I gave my opinions on 30th anniversary, it got over 1,000. And then now I can't even break 200. It's just brutal out here. It's brutal. And then it starts fucking with your head and stuff like that. So say things people don't want to hear, which is typically true. You're probably right. You're probably right. I need to sell my soul and just start making investing content and saying everything goes up. You won't let me fail. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, TCG. You haven't I feel like you haven't been around that much. You still comment on the videos and stuff like that, but I need to see. Did you ever comment to my last one I talked about with it being a necessity? Because I thought that was pretty funny. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, fuck it. We're just having fun. Like I said, I'm gonna get you guys to the finish line, the promised land. We're gonna get back to MSRP and below MSRP, and then I'm gonna retire. I'll come back every now and then. I'll come back every maybe once a month and be like, hey fuckers, make sure y'all are still buying some product. Don't get lazy. But other than that, I'll just retire. Lived a good life, had fun, got through the bullshit. You guys know what you're doing. Yeah, it almost makes you wonder. So I didn't know this, but apparently you can pay for promotions, which you can pay for views, you can pay for growth like subscribers and stuff like that. I wonder if a lot of people are doing that and not actually coming out and saying that they're doing that, because when you do look at some people's when you look at some people's like views to subscribers, and they're making a video and it's only getting 40 views, or even 200, and you have like over 1,000, or some people that have almost 17,000 subscribers with 2K views, it makes you wonder, like, did you pay for it? I don't know. You've been commenting on every video. Yeah, I feel like you have. There was one video you missed though. I can't remember what it was, but it's all Algo, nothing personal. Sure, you can make decent thumbnails or some shit, but it's really all the Algo. You're on the page. Absolutely, 100%. That's no joke. It just, the algorithm doesn't seem to make any sense, like, at all. And then, of course, eventually, once you get to a bigger size, you have several thousand. I feel like it's pretty easy at that point. It's just getting there is just a struggle. I appreciate that, Brandon. Have fun, talk shit, collect cardboard. Absolutely, 100%. Everything with SRP and you'll skyrocket and stuff. Probably they'll be like, oh, okay, now this guy knows what he's talking about. Yeah, it was a good run. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So Blab, I guess what you can do is, if you go to like your YouTube studio on your computer, and you go to like your content where it shows all your videos, your likes, your views, and all that stuff, there's like a money sign one, and you can pay to promote, and you can do views and um, engagement and subscribers and all that stuff. And so it really makes you think, right? Which, obviously you're different, but there's some people, I'm not going to say who, and it's not Pablo, it's other people. They had a month where they went from, and they were doing giveaways. I think that giveaways can be very powerful. They were at like 600 subscribers, and in a month they gained 600 subscribers. And each one of their videos for the whole month, every day, was over 1,000, 2,000 views a video. After that month was over, now they're pulling 20 views a video consistently. It's like, you haven't done anything different. You haven't changed your upload. You're uploading every single day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, the more you know. No, it's legit YouTube. You literally pay YouTube for AdSense and they'll promote your videos. Did I buy bot subs or bot views? Clearly not. I lose subscribers, and my views have been like, I don't think I've broken 200 in the last couple weeks for views. Like, honestly, my lives for some reason do almost as good as my long form content. Well, LeChonk, it's all about that money, pay to win. Yeah, no, like I said, it's not Pablo. I'm not talking about Pablo. It's somebody else. Somebody else that, all I'll say is I thought we were buddies, and then they just completely stopped talking to me. It's not Henry's Pokey Corner either. I'm not saying Henry. So if you guys are in the Discord, you probably know who I'm talking about. But there's SM shit talking on it. I don't know what SM means. Oh, people shit talk giveaways? No, surely they don't. Bro, Plumber does giveaways like every video. Actually, he doesn't. He does a giveaway like once a week. He just like breaks it up between his 3 videos he does every week. And people are like, "Thank you so much for the opportunity, Plumber. Thank you." So, I mean, I did a giveaway for 500 and Adro seemed to have appreciated it. I wish I could have done more. That's what I plan on doing at 1,000 when I can make money from it, but I mean, we'll just see what we can do, you know? No, I mean, don't worry about it. Like I said, TCG, it's not a big deal. I was just saying, like, I was just kind of busting your balls, honestly. I If you want to watch my content, watch my content. If you don't want to watch it, not saying that you don't, but it's not a big deal. Like like I said, you hear people in their videos at the start of their videos, they're like, today we're going to be talking about this. Make sure you subscribe and you like and you ring the bell and you comment and you pay for my membership for my YouTube channel. You know, I can't do that. So watch if you want to watch, like if you want to like, comment, tell me I'm fucking stupid. That always helps out. You know, it is what it is, man. Givey Goblins. Yeah. Yeah. That one guy. Yes, sir. Yeah. Go check out his channel, Whack. And I can't remember when it was. I think it was before Christmas. It was like Thanksgiving, like November. And like the whole month, man, just killing it. Absolutely killing it. Gained, like, he made, I think in 3 days, he went from 600 to 900, 1,000 subscribers. Makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. And then now it's just like dead in the water. Givey Goblins be real. I Dude, I don't know. I don't know if they are because I was trying. The most scummy I ever got was when I was trying to get to 500 and I was like, you guys remember when I would at the start of the video I was like, at 500 I'm giving away this Mega Charizard UPC. So if you guys are, well, I also did say it's not just for everybody. So that probably didn't help out too much, but I feel like it's the right thing to do, you know, because the last thing I want to do or wanted to do at the time, now I don't really care, is get to 500 and then people are like, "Oh, he didn't even put me in the drawing," and then I unsubscribe because I'm a Givey Goblin. So, thoughts on channel memberships. So, I do not like channel memberships. I feel like, you know, of course, everybody does them. You know, everybody does them. They're free to do them. You know, I get it because I don't know. I get it. I get the whole concept behind it. You know, you can't get to the 1,000. Everybody wants to make money from this, you know. Um, I personally don't give a shit about making money from this, but a lot of people do. I'd rather just be able to make money from this to be able to do giveaways instead of like personally helping out my own collection and stuff like that. But that's just me. Um, for me, I don't want people to pay me for just doing what I'm supposed to be doing, for doing, you know, free content. You know, I and then as far as like for the memberships, I know you're not required to do like member only videos. I'm not doing member only videos. I'll never do member only videos. I'll never do member only live streams. I don't like that. I'm not going to do that. So I get it. Like I don't have any hard feelings for people that do it. Um, I've heard you're supposed to do it whenever you get the opportunity to. So when like you get to 500, you're supposed to turn it on or else it can fuck up your algorithm. But I just don't want people to pay me for shit. You know, I'd rather you all watching the videos or watching the lives or whatever, liking, commenting, subscribing, like just doing that and me getting paid for that is what I would prefer instead of people being like, "Hey man, here's $1 just because." You know what I'm saying? So, no, if you make member content and, you know, stuff like that, yeah, sure, whatever. But other than that, yeah. Like I'm not gonna do that because I'm lucky to make 3 videos a week and then do the 2 lives, which I feel like is not too bad. I mean, I give a lot of time in the lives, so that's 5 videos. That's 5 videos for people to watch a week, you know, or 4. I feel like that's not too shabby. Uh, I'm in your top 3. Well, thank you, TCG. I'm honored. Paywalling content seems sketchy to me. Yeah. Yeah, I would never like paywall content, you know, and some people do that and I just, you know, but again, man, to each its own, you know. You do you. Like, does he think he's cheap? Oh, that's some funny shit. Yeah, Blab, I don't know if you were in here, but we actually did talk about the war earlier. I don't think you were in yet. Was it a Pokemon creator? $2,000 for a 30-minute consult? That's fucking stupid. I mean, I talked about TRJ doing his Patreon for $200 for, and that's for a consult every month. Dude, I'm telling you, people are desperate. We'll trade high value Pokemon cards for crude oil. Hell yeah. Dude, the gas is getting up there. It's I don't know about where you guys live. I'm sure in some states it's worse, but we're almost at like $3.60 a gallon for just the normal gas. So it's if they don't get this war finished up and buttoned up quick, it can get ugly. And like I said, people are gonna have to make some decisions. That's what I told. That's what I told. Or Lambo said I need to start doing consultation calls. I was like, yeah, I'll do them for 150 bucks. It's all the same shit. It's and there nobody's giving any other information. It's 151, Paldean Fates, Sword and Shield. And some people are saying that Sword and Shield's ass and that Scarlet and Violet's going to outperform it, which is fair. But at the same time, you can't argue with scarcity. You just can't. And Sword and Shield is more scarce than Scarlet and Violet is. And this is a big content creator. This is somebody with 30,000 plus subscribers is trying to make the argument of or not buying Sword and Shield and just staying in Scarlet and Violet. So $4, yeah, yeah, it'll be at 5 soon if we're not careful. I know that they just apparently are pulled some from the reserve to try to help out because Iran is bombing ships now. Hopefully, I don't get banned. If I get banned for saying bomb, I guess it is what it is. I'll make another channel. But yeah, yeah, they gotta get this thing buttoned up quick, or we're all gonna be hurting. Because that means if gas goes up, that means groceries goes up. Everything's gonna go up, and so well, like I said, we'll see. The summer could be very interesting for Pokemon, especially with prices going. It's almost back up to $3 near you. Oh wow! In Colorado, that's pretty crazy. It's only $3. Yeah, you got blood. You got to get out of California. California. I don't know how you guys do it. California's so expensive. Okay, got you. So you're pretty close to what we are where I live. Whack. Virtual meet and greet. This guy says $1,000 console call. Yeah. Hey, appreciate you giving me your $2,000. So you would like to see my wiener now, dude? I'm telling you, people goon over content creators. They do. Like, oh my gosh, I'm such a huge fan of you. Here's take all my money. Try not to remove that. Even if I'm starting to feel priced out. Oh, even you're starting to feel priced out? Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about what micro economics. I don't know anything about that, but like I said, man, I mean, if gas goes up and groceries and electric and water and all car insurance and all this shit goes up, like there's only so much debt you can take out. There's only, like, and people are gonna have to make decisions. People are gonna have to make decisions, and I think, even if the economy is doing great, like people are getting priced unless you're whack. Unless you're whack, like you're just bleeding money at this point. Like you just taking it all out. Yeah, TCG. When are you gonna do a live? When are we gonna see you do a live with somebody? Move to Colorado. It's a great place. Absolutely. Massive reception will happen sooner than later. Yes. Yeah, California's crazy. You guys got to get out of there. You know what's funny? So one of one of my wife's family members' boyfriends, we were at the funeral, and he turns around, he looks at me, and he goes, "I know who you are." And I said, "Yeah, we've seen each other before." And he goes, "No, you're broke Pokemon." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "On YouTube." And I was like, "How the hell did you know who I was, and how'd you find me?" And he's like, "I was gonna ask you for Christmas to sign this thing, and and we were gonna trick you." I was like, "Okay." So it's a small world, but that was pretty surprising. Economy running on fumes, i.e., Pokemon cards. Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. Housing's crazy. I don't have to worry about land, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It really sucks on only being able to use 91 octane over 4 a gallon. Oh, why do you have to use? Why can't you use any of the cheaper ones? Yeah, could you imagine if you had diesel right now? How much is diesel going for? Like, I think it's like $6 where I live. Blood, have you lived in Cali your whole life? It does catch on fire. It does catch on fire all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna say to you, Blood. You're about the only Californian that I think I could trust. Other than that, I think California needs to just be California and Washington. They just need to be like put in a bubble and quarantine together and just become their own country. Oh, face reveal. Yeah, you're not gonna. You don't have anybody. You don't have anybody you're trying to do a live with or anything. I figured you would be trying to. What's the word? What is the word? What I don't know. Whatever. Trying to work with other people. Cards everywhere. Your choice. What's in Wyoming? Double the population of it. Yeah. Nah, TCG doesn't want me on his channel. TCG does not want me on his channel. He's like he's like broke. You keep being you, and really what that means is stay the fuck away from my people. You you do your own channel how you want to, but you're gonna mess with my algorithm, you know. So I'm just a lone dude, man. I'm just a lone dude. Lambo said he may want to do a live with me at some point. We'll see. The world always changes. Oh, that sucks. That yeah, Roxy, that might have been a poor choice. I hate when they do that with cars. Like you get a car and they're like, oh, you have to get this specific gas or you have to get like the highest rated gas. Like why? Just make the car where it can get any gas besides obviously diesel. I just But I get it. It's like the engine can blow up and all this shit. Bird is the word. Absolutely. Yeah, because nobody lives in Wyoming. I will taint them. Yes. Well, here's the thing is if you watch TCG market data, he's like, what would be the word? He's like very call center vibey. Like when you call the call center, they're very polite, very calm talking, very well mannered. And I'm like the opposite of that. So yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. He would need, who would go really well with TCG in a live is RAR. I think him and RAR would do really good in a live. Yeah, you're just not big enough, TCG. You're just not big enough. A lot of people, a lot of people just they're not willing to help out smaller content creators. Um, so you're just gonna have to do it on your own. Blood, you should fit in perfectly in California because Californians are fucking crazy. So if they think you're crazy, just look at them next time and say, we should be best buddies then. If you do a live with him, I'm gonna call him and talk some crazy shit. Do it. Do it. Like I said, I'm trust me, like TCG just said, he has reached out to multiple content creators. He's not reached out to me. So maybe one day, after his face gets revealed, maybe we see a little bit more of less of the call center ish and more, maybe he goes a little bit rogue, maybe then. But um I'll tell you what, I don't know if Whack you were around at the time. I don't think you were, but I asked people before how they would feel about doing call-ins because I thought it'd be really cool. Like I said, this was before I talked to Brandon, but it was like I thought it'd be cool to have Brandon come like call in, just like how Jay Ketchum and DJ Shit Center how he did it. I thought it'd be really cool, but nobody seemed interested in it. So maybe one day, like it'd be really cool to get to know you guys on more personal level, shoot the shit. But I get at the same time, like people don't want to show their faces. So I think it'd be fun. I really enjoyed my live with Henry. So true. Only problem is I work my ass off and don't bullshit. Oh, like New York or something like that. U.S. Californians are not that bad. Don't you guys have people like sleeping standing up, bent over though, because they're all like on fentanyl and shit? So I don't know, man. Like I have met a couple cool Californians, but the most part, they're kind of dicks. So, yeah. But like I said, you seem very chill. Yes, exactly, Blab. Cali content creators, dickheads. Absolutely. They say one thing and then stab you in the fucking back. Treat you like a hoe, bend you over, fuck you, get what they want, and then throw you to the curb. And they stick with their squad too. It's like Cali strong. I know not everybody, right? But well, there you go. Mississippi. You're a Southern boy. You're good to go. I'd do a shoot the pop combo video if you wouldn't mind. I don't care, man. Like I said, you do you. I understand. I understand. I'm an acquired taste. So you do you. Build up your channel, and if we're if we're both still chilling, and you wanna do something at some point, cool. If not, I'll still give you shit about Destin Rivals when it goes to 300 a booster box. Tell you can eat it and light it on fire for warmth. So all good by me, my friend. Damn, who hurt me? Is that not what you were talking about, Blab? I thought you were talking about Cali content creators, or I thought you were agreeing with me. I guess you weren't. My apologies. I guess I went a little too hard. Yeah, we got lucky with Katrina. I lived in Florida at the time, and Katrina was supposed to smack us really hard, and she went around. So otherwise, it probably would have not been very good for us. That's awesome, Roxy. That's super cool. So my brother lives like 3 hours away, so we don't get to see him very much. But yeah, California, it's I I don't think I'd ever go to California. To be honest with you, I don't think I have a reason to ever go to California. Yeah, Katrina was no joke. So I'll tell you what, though, I would rather go through hurricanes than have to deal with tornadoes because we get like tornado warnings pretty decent amount during the summertime, and I guess it's because I've never really been through a tornado, but I've been through so many hurricanes living in Florida. I, yeah, tornadoes kind of scare the shit out of me, especially with kids and stuff. Where like hurricanes, we used to have gators swimming through our street whenever it flood, and the the drain systems would back up, and we'd have gators, and we could go fishing and shit like that. That was fun, but yeah, tornadoes, they just don't seem like fun. That's crazy, Whack. Why does your family live in California? Or did your parents like move you to Colorado for work or something? I don't have any family that lives in California that I know of. So like I literally have no reason to ever go to California. Oh, that sucks. Gotcha. So that's why you said that your dad was trustworthy. So your dad's from California then? Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. No, Katrina was crazy for sure. Katrina was crazy. Bad times. Mm, California. Colorado seems pretty chill. A lot of weed though. Ton of weed. I guess California is the same way though. Everything's weed now. We even got a medical dispensary in our little small town. I've heard that. Like I've heard California's pretty cool because you can go to the beach and then like a couple hours down the road you can go snowboarding or whatever. I've heard that. It's just I don't know, man. I don't know. Great weed indeed. Bro, I feel like everybody's a pothead nowadays. Like I don't understand it. Weed has never been something I've been interested in, but it's just like everybody. It's just weed. Everybody loves weed, I guess. Dude, I'll tell you what. People don't use their brains no matter what. Any big city you live in, hell, even in my small city, people don't use their brains. People just don't know how to drive anymore. Mom and dad both lived in Cali till like '05, I think. Got you. Yeah, both my parents were from Kentucky and then they moved to Florida, lived in Florida for years until I was 13, lived in Maine for a year. Maine's a really cool place if you like kind of, country and living on your own and then moved back to Kentucky. So, I like the slower lifestyle. I don't like the cities. I go to Nashville every day, so I get enough of the city life. City life's not for me. Mom might have been born in Cali, moved to. Gotcha. I think TCG and Ludwig are having like a trauma session. But yeah, no, I think Colorado would be cool. I think Colorado would be pretty cool to live in. I've heard it's pretty. It's not too like humid and stuff. Where I live, it gets humid. Kentucky, Tennessee, it's all humid. It's pretty brutal. It's not the funnest thing in the world. I hear Nashville is really cool. It's nothing really cool. I mean, if you go to Broadway, in Nashville, it's just a drinking street. That occasionally they'll have like Post Malone or Luke Combs, stuff like that. But you really have to like country music. Otherwise, there's not much to Nashville. You fuck with Nashville heavy? Well, let me know, Blab. Let me know when you come down to Nashville, and I'll come see. I'll come see you. We'll go do something besides drink because I can't drink anymore. But yeah, for me, Nashville's not my style. Luke Combs, Luke Combs, but he really doesn't do much anymore. It's mostly like Post Malone will come. Post Malone will come up. He just opened a new bar, um, but they're always playing music. Not really any of the country people, but yeah, no, the bars are crazy. Tons of drunk people, just yeah, homeless people out the wazoo, like everywhere downtown Nashville. Um, yeah, it get nasty down there for sure. So if you like bars or you like hockey, you could always do that. You go to a Predators game because it's literally right next to the bars. You can go to a Predators game and then go bar hopping. College shit in Nashville. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. There's that Hawk girl that blew up. She was actually they found her. She was in Nashville. So that video that she blew her up. That was in Broadway. That was Broadway. That was Nashville. So there's a lot of dumb stuff that happens. People get arrested all the time, dude. People are drunk all the time, high. Traffic sucks. And then they have like in Nashville, they have these they call them peddlers. So you're sitting in this bus or like this wagon, and it's got these pedals, and you just pedal around Nashville. They show you all of these different places, and you just drink. You get drunk. You just go to Nashville if you want to get drunk, like and listen to country music. Hawk Two is such a bum. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Memphis is rough. Memphis is rough. I will not go to Memphis. So you got to have some cojones to live in Memphis for sure. Lots of gangs, lots of shootings. So, I mean, look what happened to John Moran, right? He went to Memphis, thought he was a certified gangster. Blab's got some hot takes for sure. He shitted all over Chaos Rising. He did not have nice things to say about that set. So, yeah, Post Malone. Sorry, Brandon. I just saw your comment. Post Malone, he definitely, the guy doesn't know what he wants to do, but you see that a lot. So I knew a guy, he was an up and coming artist in Nashville, and he started with country. And what happens is a lot of people that can't make it in country, then they go to Christian, and you see it all the time. So I don't know, Post Malone wanting to be a rapper, then he did whatever weird music he does. Now he's going to country like Beyonce did. And I think he's doing, but I will say, I think he's doing a great job with country music. I think he's got the respect. Like a lot of the country artists, they didn't respect Beyonce when she came in, and she didn't show a lot of respect to those country artists. Where Post Malone, you can really tell he he's actually a country fan. So um, I think he's doing a great job. And I don't really like country music that much. So White Iverson still goated though. I didn't know about. I think I know who you're talking about. Didn't he used to play for the Jazz? If we're actually talking about basketball, I guess maybe not. Maybe we're not talking about basketball. Yeah, I'm more of a metal guy. So I listen to. Well, I mean, I don't know, like how metal. I'm like, oh, White Iverson is a Post Malone song. I did not know that. Like I said, I don't listen to Posty that much, so I know who Allen Iverson is. But there's another guy. I was watching a short, and there's like this white guy that used to play for the Jazz, and he played for the Heat too. He played with Shaq, and they say like he's one of the best point guards of all time. I can't remember the name of him, but it was like White Chocolate or something like that. So that's who I thought you were talking about. But that's just one of those. Yeah, white chocolate. Yeah, but yeah, like I listen to like Five Finger Death Punch, 3 Days Grace. I listen to like their older stuff. Um, it just kind of it depends on the mood that I'm in. Jason Williams. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that's what his name was. No, it wasn't Kevin Nash. No, no. I'm going to Behemoth and to Side Tour soon. I don't know if you fuck with like super heavy stuff. I just honestly, I was really into like super heavy stuff, like Parkway Drive and even like Norwegian death metal for a while. The problem is I have to be in a really, I wouldn't say it's a dark place, but I have to, my mindset has to be kind of not in a good place to go there. Um, yeah. What's the what is that band? They're really popular right now. One of their songs is Popular Monster, Watch the World Burn. What are they called? What are they called? What are they called? Mm, it's gonna kill me because I know the name of the band any other time. Yes, Falling in Reverse. Yes, they're doing pretty good. You're always in a dark place. Okay, y'all go, y'all go watch. Go watch TCG Market Data. Go watch him and tell me if you think this guy is in a dark place because I'm not saying he's not, but he definitely knows how to hide it if he's in a dark place 24/7. So, but yeah, Falling in Reverse, I really like what they're doing. Like him doing the rapping is really cool, and then going into metal. Um, I'll tell you, I used to listen to I Prevail. I Prevail is just becoming shitty, and the lead singer, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, but Brian, he he's making his own music now, and it's not metal at all. It's not, but it's pretty good songs. They're the end songs to my videos. So, like I said, I gotta be in a bad place to go to like Norwegian death metal and stuff like that, which I don't think you can really go any harder than that to be honest. So, yeah, he's uh he's a very interesting dude. You don't just listen to music. Suicide Boys is for the dark vibes hip hop. Ju- Judah Weston, next up, just no. Oh, yeah. For me, like I'll tell you what, when I get mad, I listen to Watch the World. I think it's Watch the World Burn or something like that. With Tech Nine, it just goes so hard. It's such a good song. But that Simple Confession song is pretty good too. I like the beginning of it. But yeah, he's a super interesting dude. Didn't he go to prison for like trying to murder somebody or something like that? Or he took the fall, and then that's when he came out. He came out with the Watch the World Burn. Was your alarm clock? Yeah, I really like what they're doing. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, for me, I really like the way that he raps and then goes into like just metal, like screaming. I think it's great. So big big fan of them as of late. The lady, I'm sure she didn't. I I sleep pretty heavy, and so I have ducks playing, like just ducks quacking, and I'm still asleep. My wife hates it. She kicks me all the time over it. So especially if I played some metal, she would not be very happy with me. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like metal is kind of getting put on the back burner. I feel like a lot of even like your Five Finger Death Punch, which used to be pretty heavy metal, they're starting to roll back into not really going as hard. I Prevail is really interesting because their new lead singer, all he does is scream, but their songs suck. They're not very good. It's like talking about biting a chain and breaking your teeth. Like I don't know. I guess you know. Like, I don't want my metal to just be like I kill you because I want to kill you. Like I want it to actually have some like pain and suffering and relatability, you know. I don't know. Metal's a dying breed for sure, just like rap is too. Now rap's all about hoes and butts and weed and all whatever. I don't know. Music kind of sucks, to be honest with you. Music's not what it used to be, you know. Like Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace, Papa, even Papa Roach. I don't know. I don't know. Also, go check out Ludwig's channel, Ludwig Pig. He's got a drumming session. But gents, it's been a pleasure. Lincoln Park or nah, Lincoln Park all the way. He, yeah, Lincoln Park was so. Are you talking about the old Lincoln Park or the new Lincoln Park? Hold on, you got to answer that question, Blab. Old or new? Or maybe he's gone. He might be gone. Oh, for sure, old, 100%. Lincoln Park back in the day, amazing band, amazing, absolutely amazing. So the new lead singer chick, she fucking sucks. She's terrible. They need to just let it die. But with that being said, guys, I gotta go inside. I gotta eat some food and go to bed and be up in like 3 hours. So appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for coming by. We will be going live tomorrow just to look at the market, do some bullshit for a little bit. Again, really appreciate you guys. Great conversations tonight. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.